Okay, hello. I realised that might have just sounded weird because I was chatting to my cat. So yeah, if you heard that, the Pussilus is here with me. Hey! And she just swiped me, so we're off to a good start, guys. Hello to everybody. Nice to have so many people here, by the way. I'm just gonna share the fact that I'm streaming, and then we shall start. But yes, bears today. Very excited for this. A little bear right next to me here attacking me. Stand quietly, please. He's a bit of a fussy cat sometimes, guys. But we do love her. Hey, stop. Why? She's just swiping me all the time like that. I don't know what's going on. Cat hates me. Anyway. Valheim, right? So, excited for this. I obviously did the video yesterday where we had a quick look at bears and the update and stuff like that, but I haven't really gone into doing it myself yet, so that's going to be the first time today with you guys. Now, I wanted to do something here. I wanted to start this game, not with my cheat account, but with my Valheim Forever. Here we go, on the Forever World. Alright, I want to log in. I want to see if it just like pops up a ton of new recipes when we log in for the first time, or not. Okay, stepping down. Hey, remember me? Jeez. Alright, okay. So we're in. We are in. Now, let me know if the music stuff is alright or not. Hello to Flash, hello Mohammed, hello Rasad, hello everybody. I'm pretty good, thanks. How are you guys going? Now, I was hoping there'd be like some new stuff that we could make. Like, for example, what about a new trinket? Now I wonder, do we have any bronze? Ooh, okay, so we might have to get the mats for it. Oh, wait, we have a ton of bronze. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that actually unlocks stuff. Now, if memory serves, we can do this. We need 5 of you. We need some other things which we're going to go and get. I'm on my actual Forever World. This isn't a test server, so hopefully this goes alright. Because I have made a backup of the world, to be honest, so it's not going to be anything too terrible. Oh, do we have a shaman trophy? Oh, we do. Oh, yes. So, with all of that there, this is the trinket. Let's go. Thanks, Melon. Yeah, I think this is a really cool update, and a lot of people seem to agree. So, yeah. Music's a bit too loud. Right, let's turn that down a little bit then. There we go. I know what you're saying. You want to hear my pretty voice. I get it. I would too. Why can I not make you 5? Oh, yeah. Actually, that's not bronze. We have the ability to make some bronze, but we're going to need some tin for that. That's annoying. Wait, I think we have just enough. Oh, this could be good. Can we? We can make up. We need 5 tin. We have 3. Oh, that's annoying. All right, let's see. Do we have any tin in here? There's one more place I can check. If not, then first job is going to get tin. But you know what that means, guys? Black Forest. Right, and that is where we'd find a bear if there's going to be one. So maybe this is a good thing. Maybe we're going to find a bear really early on, huh? That could be cool. Best wishes from the UK. Always good to meet the fellow Brit. I am English/Australian, whichever suits me on the day, seeing as I am English but live in Australia. So let's go to just any black... Oh, hold on. Are these ready to pick? All right, you know, I should do that, but you guys aren't here for that. You're here for the update. We're going to do some update stuff. So this is our Black Forest. Let's go here. And what else was I trying to do? Should be in a different spot, I think. So if I put that there. Oh, yes. Arabistance is very cool. Yeah, the updates are very cool. That's for sure. So you guys can get access to this update now if you would like. You have to join the public test branch, which you can do through the Valheim Discord. It's simple enough to do if you'd like to do that. So we're looking for tin, but obviously we're also kind of looking for a bear. Is that a bear? Oh, it's a rock. I thought that there was a bear, like up behind here. I thought that was the bear's bum. It is just a rock. Okay. I don't know. You always see stuff that you, when you're looking for it, even if it's not there, you know? It's like that pareidolia thing. Get some blueberries on the way, why not? Australia was started by the English. Well, The Aboriginals would disagree with that, but the English did colonize it, yes. But there were a group of Aboriginal people living here, many different groups of Aboriginal people living here actually, when we got here. And they are not our biggest fans, always. I had when I went to university over here, you have to do Aboriginal studies as part of, I think, just about any degree that you take. So that was one of my classes, and the teacher made it quite clear that she hated me. She was an Aboriginal lady, and when I opened my mouth at this point as well, I'd kind of just come over from England, so I sounded even more English than I do now, and she was not a big fan of me and made that quite clear, to the humour of many other people in that class. So much so that I remember for our final assignment, you had to get 50%. There's a bear. I'm going to come back to the story. We actually have a bear. Hell yeah. All right, I'm actually like a little worried about fighting him. I'm going to, try not to die. So one thing I was interested in, I haven't shot a bow at it yet, is what sort of damage a bow does. Now, if you'd miss like that, it will be 0. But if we actually hit it, is that... Okay, he didn't even move. All right, guys, I got to focus up. We're going to come back to the story. You know what? I bet actually that is a killer weapon against a bear. Hey, you big grizzly scary thing. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. It's really terrifying fire. Oh, that's good. That's a big hit. Oh. Jeez, look at this thing. Why didn't I have any stamina food? This thing can... Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to really be careful. I'm going to get some stamina food for the next fight. Oh boy, these things are so scary. They're also like... This is a... Oh god, this is a really cool fight to have. I'm trying to like learn their attacks and stuff. I think for the most part, you just need to stay out their way. And this is the good thing about the dagger, then you can get like a ton of hits like that. Oh, okay. Well, this answers the question, guys. Bears do spawn in previously explored biomes, right? This is a black forest biome that we have been to in the past. I should eat. Let's eat. Oh, I have sausages on. We won't make the sausages. Oh dear, this was stupid. Okay, never mind. Honey is a good healer. Let's rest up a bit. Oh, I need to get some rested buff as well. All right, we're going to get more prepared for our next bear fight, but let's see. It'd be really nice if the first legit bear fight I do in this world, we could actually kill the bear, right? So I'm taking it a bit easy for that reason. But yeah, because then I think we can kill him. All right, that's cool. We can actually block a decent amount of that damage when he attacks us that way. Bear in mind, I'm at iron right now, so I am using iron stuff to fight him, and like a kite thing, which is a bit more late game than Black Forest gear. But yeah, actually not too bad when you block him like this. Oh, look at that. Our new skill, dodge, guys, as well. This is new in the game too. It's so cool. So now we just improved that. We have better dodge skills because we did a perfect dodge roll, you know? So that's another thing you can... Oh, yeah. Get improving on. Now, the big thing is if we do kill him, if we can get a bear trophy, because they are super rare. Like some people have said they're too rare at the moment in the game. And obviously it's still public test branch, so this stuff could be, changed. Just about to kill him. Yeah, not if I do that, I'm not. All right, come on, save your staminas. Oh, look at that. That was an epic way to kill the bear. There he goes. He's rolling down the hill. What an awesome animation as well. Where's his drops gone? Hey. All right, tell me that didn't bug out. Right, go away, you. Look at all these new drops. Oh, yes, we might be able to make some new things. Oh, yes. Gotta love that. Unlocking the new recipes. So there's no way we got a bear trophy there, but look at this. We got bear paws. We got some bear hide. We got some bear meat. Now, I'm curious to see what bear meat tastes like. I want to know. Now, we'll run back this way. We'll try and get some tin. And, then we'll gear up better for the next bear fight. But that will answer a question a lot of people had. Yes, bears do spawn in previously explored Black Forest biomes, which is awesome. Because one thing I was concerned about is, starting my Forever World when I did, which is the world we're on right now. Are we going to mess it up for the future? But so far, so good, right? Hopefully. We're going to be okay. Anyway, so going back to my story, the Aboriginal Studies teacher, she, for our final exams, say you have to get 50% to pass the unit and not have to retake it. And I did my paper, and a girl I was friends with at the time copied off me as another bear. Every time I tell this story, a bear comes along, we have to fight it. I will come back to the story, guys. If we just stop running into... Oh my god, I thought it was like a small bear at first. I was like, how cool would it be if bear cubs were a thing? Okay. Oh, it's a 1-star bear. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, it's a 1-star. Wait, I can eat sausages. Yes, 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 that's so good. All right. Slow and steady is going to win this race. He's chopping down trees for us. We have a bear lumberjack right now. Let's just... Oh, okay. That was like a parry. I want to get somewhere better to fight him, really. He's got like the terrain about... You know, let's bring him up here. It's kind of flat because I made this thing up here. Here he is. Come on, dude. Let's see what you got. You scare me? You kind of do. Wow, that barely did anything. This is crazy. He's so difficult. He's a track carrier. Oh, look at that. That was better. Oh, okay. We're over here. We're over here. All right. I mean, higher chance of getting the drops that we want, like the bear trophy and stuff there, right? So that's cool. Oh, okay. No, we're good. We really come at us there. Ooh, all right. Oh, you know what? Bone mass. Bone mass would be a great ability for fighting this bear, right? That would make sense. Oh. Oh, okay. It's just so difficult, man. All right, there we go. Parry and do that. That's the thing. I might try some different weapons against him as well. Just at the moment, we're just doing this, but holy moly! All right. Boom. Yeah, that kind of works. Oh, there he goes. Another one of those. This thing's crazy. Oh. Okay, I really hope to get a bear trophy there. That'd be so cool. I wonder what they're weak to. Like, do they have a weakness? Do they have weak spots? Like, maybe they're a headshot, like a troll, or something like that. Maybe their underbelly, you know? There might be some weak spots. There might be like they're weak to like slash or something. And boom! 2 bears down, including a 1-star. Let's go. Yeah, adorable is the word. If we had bear cubs that were just wandering around, that'd be epic. I would love that. All right, do we get a trophy as this stuff clears? No, doesn't look like it. I guess not. But we did get a load more of this stuff, which we're going to go... We did get back to our base already. Wow. Okay, so bears are fairly common. We found 2, including 1-star. Yeah, taming bears. Oh my god, can you imagine them riding them around? That would be epic. I would love this. I'm sure we would. All right, that's cool. Aramistan, yes, I am avoiding the deep north until the update comes out, so that in this world, because it's meant to be a forever world, you know, that it won't be a problem, basically, that we'll have everything in the game. Right, this story. I'm going to finish this story. So, yeah, this girl copied off me for this final paper, and she took some bits out and, like, reworded a couple of things, so it wasn't, like, obvious, but it was, if you're a teacher, it was probably kind of obvious, right? I got 50%, and I think she gave me 50% just so it was the bare minimum that I passed the class and she didn't have to sit through another 6 months with me. Or like 3 or 4 months, whatever the term is, you know. And then the girl who copied off me got like 80%. I was like, hey, you get like, she literally took bits out, reworded stuff, whatever. Like hers was like mine, but like less. And yet somehow she got that, and I was like, right, okay, this is the biggest proof I've ever had then that she just genuinely hates me, this teacher. And so, yeah, I was definitely not on her list of people that she liked all that much. But there you go. I'm sure she probably had some very legitimate reasons. I know it's hard to imagine anyone wouldn't like me, right? Just such a likable guy. But yeah, she certainly did not. All right, I guess we took all our honey out. We need to start getting more of that. We're going to put this away as well in the resin. I'm wondering what battles between a bear and a troll would look like. Yeah, I was thinking I should make that as a short. Nobody steal this idea, because I can't do it while I'm doing this, all right? This is my idea for after stream. if you do it, I'm going to use this clip. I'm going to copyright you. Yeah, no, I was thinking it could be fun, though, to do that. We want to get that cookie, and let's put the resin away. But that is a really cool intro there to bears. We've had 2 bear fights already. Now I want to get the trinket unlocked and made up, so we're going to get that tin, which is actually why we went to the thing in the first place, to be fair. So look at this, we can cook up all of our lovely bear meat on just the wooden stands as well. You don't need to put it on the iron stand, which is cool. And then, to be honest, maybe we'll switch to that. I mean, sausages are better, but then, you know, we can save them for more difficult foes. Bears are easy, guys. I haven't died to a bear yet, and I fought 2, so that's cool. How can I play a new update? It says I need to save data to access the update. Interesting. I've never had that thing. I would ask in the Discord, or is that what Lemoy is saying there? Maybe that works. Right. Look at this tasty cooked bear meat. Oh, yes. So that'll be our load out there for food. Have we lost some stuff? No, maybe not. Prejudice of varsity teachers is bad and rampant. It affects your grades. Yeah, I mean, teacher bias is always going to be a thing, and always has been. Like, my brother, when he was coming through, like, when I was at school, I wasn't super naughty or anything, but I used to talk a lot, and I used to pull a few pranks and get a few detentions and things like that, so I wasn't, like, the teacher's favourite, you know? So when my brother was coming through, my younger brother, he went to the same school as me and stuff, they were like, you're Ben's brother, are you? Because obviously we had the same surname, and it's like, it gave him a hard time. I think there's a bit of prejudice against him for that. So yeah, it definitely is a thing. But that's like anything, right? Like, anything where you've got humans involved, there is going to be some prejudice, there's going to be some bias. You know, so I think it's kind of unavoidable until you have the AIs that are just taking over the world, right? And then they can, but even then, because they've been programmed by a human, they're going to have their own prejudice. So yeah, I guess it is just literally unavoidable. Right, let's try a new weapon against the bear. We've tried this. Let's try a blunt weapon. I don't think this is going to do much, but it'll be interesting to see, right? The mace and how that goes. So next bear we find, we'll do a mace fight against him. But in the meantime, yeah, tin is what we really want. Lol even says I've jinxed it now, and we have this omen of weather here, the ominous weather. I mean, yeah, this could go badly, but we shall see. We shall see. I think if you're patient against the bear with the gear I've got, it should be fine. I find most mobs in Valheim, that's kind of the thing. Oh, tasty bear meat, guys. Oh yeah, that tastes real good actually. Yeah, that's pretty yum. Has anyone eaten bear in real life? I wonder what it actually tastes like in real life. I'd be keen to try it. I've eaten crocodile, kangaroo, and emu, as well as witchetty grubs. This is what the Australians call bush tucker. Tucker being Australian slang for food, and bush is like the outback, right? You're in the bush. So outback food. And I've had some of all of that over here, which is kind of interesting. Kangaroo is quite nice. It's very, very lean. It's like really good for you. Really not much fat on it. You ever see a kangaroo? Like, they look jacked, right? Like, you ever see those videos of like the kangaroos fighting each other and stuff like that? They're absolutely jacked. They're just so lean. It's all like, oh jeez, whoa. Okay, all right, no problem. Hi, Mr. Bear. Right, we're gonna try our new thing on him, the blunt, which actually doesn't do a lot, does it? It's not bad though, it's not terrible, you know, but boy, that really snuck up on us there. Yeah, we're moving 3 hits like that, it's not too bad. Alright, try and do a parry here. Oh, okay, yeah, not terrible. I think it's about the same as the dagger, to be honest, I don't think there's much in it. The dagger though, the special hits a bit easier maybe, so yeah, what other weapons could I try against him? Because they're both slasher. I don't have any mage yet obviously, but that's later game weapons anyway, which obviously will be better against him because this is a Black Forest mob, so yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, let me get those parries in, that's going to be real good. Boom, you dare bear, give me a head, give me your head. I want a decapitated bear. I want that trophy. Alright, as the dust clears. Nah, I don't think so, is there? By the looks of it. Okay, well, we're still getting the bear mats, which is awesome, to be fair. To be there. Joe. I'm stuck. That's not what Joe says. Oh, Joe, thanks for the follow, by the way. Just watch your YouTube vid, and you happen to be live. That's how we do it. Always a big plus when you're watching someone's vid, if you enjoy it, and you see, oh, look, they happen to be live. I don't stream tons, but when I do, it's an amazing experience. So, you know, that's how I make up for it there, Joe. Not sure how long I'm streaming today. So this is obviously my Forever World, right? And the next thing I was going to do was going to be to make a video all about the mountain biome. If anyone was here in the last stream, you'll remember that we ended that stream because I was just getting to the mountain biome. I was like, this would make a great video, and I don't want to neglect the videos in this because there are people who prefer the videos to the live streams and stuff. Mr. Gibbles, love the name, thanks for the follow. So, yeah, I was going to do that, and then Valheim dropped this massive update, which I woke up to. I woke up, it was like 5:30 a.m. I usually wake up around that time, just because you guys care what time I wake up. And I was like, oh my god, I have to follow cover this update, obviously. So yeah, I came straight out and just do the videos on it, and obviously it's like any Valheim update. A, I love to cover them because I love doing new content. B, it's like mad views, right? So I kind of have to. So then I was like, well, I want to get all this stuff in my Forever World. I'll just stream it, and you know, then people who are currently wanting to see the update, you guys are coming on today. You're able to see actual live bear fights rather than videos, which I think is kind of nice. And we'll do it that way. And so then I will. Oh, next time we find a troll, I should try and kite it to a bear. That. Yeah, so the mountain one will come like in the future, I guess. Mr. Gibbles, first time chatter as well. Says, woo, guys in stream. That's the energy we want in here. Been watching since a year ago, and now you've got a live stream. Well, thank you for watching for such a long time, and thanks for being here today. It's always good fun. Now, some of you, I don't know how many people here are aware of this, but we talked about doing some traveling together as a community, which I know seems weird because I'm quite a small creator, like compared to what we're talking about. But there was actually a lot of interest in that. So I've just had a meeting with the guys who are looking to organize this, and yeah, there's definitely a lot to talk about, and this could go ahead. So if anyone in here is interested in that, you can join my Discord, and that's where I'll be discussing those things. For anyone that's already done that and is into all this stuff, wants to come or whatever, there will be an update on that soon. And we might be able to get to a stage soon where we actually start locking in some firmer things like dates and cost and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, it was a really weird thing. This company approached me about doing that, and I was like, oh shit, no I wasn't. But I just realised we can't teleport our thing, so our tin, so we need to sail over here. Alright, for now you can stay safe in here. Yeah, I was like, I don't think I'm big enough, but we only need to get 6 people to go, and then it happens. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe we can do that, and it seems like there was a lot of interest, so yeah. Anyway, if that's something that interests you, you can check that out on the Discord. Well, good news is we've got the better boat. Bad news is we are going to have to sail, which I'm going to do in just a second. Sorry, I just realized I have the wrong BRB screen. That was from, if you were reading that, a cancer fundraising stream that I did about a month ago or something, which went very well. Thanks again to everyone who made that a good thing. But yes, did not mean to put that screen up. I had to blow my nose, and no one needs to see or hear that, so I just mute myself and go off screen for those things. Anyway, has anyone in chat here been playing this update? Are you guys enjoying it? What do you like? What do you dislike about it as well? Let me know. It's good to get feedback. Obviously, at this stage as well, the devs can still change things. So, oh, really? Game sounds super loud. Okay. Let's turn. Oh, I think that was because I was doing something else. Let's just leave that on 100, but I'll turn that down a bit. Is that? Oh, you know that's on pause. All right. Hopefully, somewhere around there is good. Is that? I can actually turn it up on here. For me, I don't know. Let me know how that is. Where was I at here? So we need to put, well, those things we need. I'll keep that on as the eyes can go away. Honestly, I have problems with my sound every stream. I don't know why I struggle so hard with this. It's ridiculous. And entirely my bad. So we'll sail over there, we'll get that stuff, and we'll go from there. So we have bear meat now, which we can put in our meat locker. I guess in this one we have to start a new one for it, which is kind of fitting. That can go there. Let's sail away. It's not too big of a sail, by the way, so that's good. It just didn't occur to me about the... Oh. Ha. Now, our boat is actually up there, which we can teleport to, but we'll sail back that way. You know what? I'm going to make a second boat. It's going to be better because the boat that is up here, we need to get some iron in later on. So, yeah. We'll do it this way. So we need 80 of you. And then, what else do I need to make up? Just a little boat to carve. 30 fine, 20 resin, 10 deer. Alright, let's turn that music down a bit. And you guys let me know about that. It's funny, you should say that, Pakal. I've had a few people lately who are talking about like they enjoy it when I'm telling stories, which isn't something I've done a lot of in streams, but apparently it's enjoyed by people. So much so that there was like a Twitch redemption for that. If you get so many Twitch points, you can redeem a Kaizen story. So yeah, I mean, it's good to know that you guys enjoy that. I can try to do a bit more of that if stories come up, or you can request them, I guess, if there's something that in particular you want to hear about. A little Kaizen history story thing or something, I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate that you guys enjoy that. Always good to get that feedback. Rhino, yeah, this is basically beta. It's a public test, so yeah, kind of the same thing, right? Where it's not been released to the public yet, and is not necessarily how the finished version will be. So there could be some differences. All I can really do is make content on what there is, and then, you know, if it changes, I'll just make new content about it. I haven't really made any tutorials about new stuff yet, though. It's just more covering what it is. In the news video that I did yesterday, literally woke up, it was like 5:30 a.m. I was like, oh my god, Valve just dropped this huge update, and I rushed to like get this video together. So hopefully it was still good enough quality, because I worried I didn't have enough time to do it as well as I might have liked. Right, we don't really need anything other than that amount of food for now. So all we got to do is sail from here to here, pick up our stuff and sail back. Nice and easy. Okay, Pakal, thank you for that. Head over to Twitch. Do it. The multiple platform support, very appreciated. Koi, the fight went very well. I killed Bone Mouse, so... Oh, hold on. So yeah, that was pretty good. We could actually use the Bone Mouse ability against the bear. I guess that would help protect us a bit and stuff, right? What we're doing at the moment is we're trying to get one of the new trinkets in game, so that would be good. When might this go stable? I'd imagine between 2 and 4 weeks. It kind of depends how many bugs they find and how many things they decide they want to change. So, yeah. Suki, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I really like the trinkets they added, but I think it's time that we had armor slots and trinket slots. I really do. Do you know, like, as much as anything, just organizationally, it would be nice rather than just having one big inventory to, like, okay, here's the armor, and you can very quickly see the armor you're wearing. Here's the trinket, you see the trinket that you're wearing. I really like that, and I think from what I've seen with other people commenting, a lot of people have said that. And it's like, it's not exactly like it's this huge buff in the game to give us slots for this stuff, right? So yeah, I don't know. I just don't think they're going to do it, though. It always seems the more that the community requests something, the less likely the devs are to do it. Maybe we should all start requesting, like, we don't ever want armor slots, then they might add it. Adam, I believe Crumb Pack can be played multiplayer by up to 4 people, but I would check in their Discord for confirmation on that. Thanks for that, Ramastan. And yeah, I know what you mean. I agree with that. Like, if I'm... Obviously, like, I get talking to people when I'm streaming, and then sometimes people come back multiple times. And you do get chatting to them, you learn more about them over time. It's always interesting to see where people are from, where people are living and their experiences and stuff. So yeah, it is always quite interesting that. I think as well, when you make content, people who stick around for a long time, it's because they've made some sort of connection with you. They like something about whatever it is I'm doing. Well, thanks, Pakal, for coming over from YouTube. Appreciate the multi-platform support. Yeah, and whenever you make a kind of connection with someone, I think it's only natural that then you want to learn more about them and see, oh, I wonder if he does this or if he knows about that or whatever. So, yeah, people like to learn that sort of stuff, which makes sense. I mean, I'm the same. Like, I have creators that I follow and I really enjoy watching their stuff and what have you. And I like it when they do, like, interviews and talking about behind-the-scenes stuff or, yeah, like you say, their background and stuff like that. So yeah, makes sense. They're bringing player houses to Warcraft. That has been requested for like a decade or something, or maybe longer. I don't know. Like, I've heard a lot of negative things about Warcraft, like about WoW over the last few years. I mean, is it good at the moment? Is it bad? What do you guys think? A pack rat animal companion, like a mule or something like that. I mean, that would be good, but I don't think you should have that instead of armor slots. I think you could have both, right? Because it's kind of like the cart. We already have the cart, and it's like, yeah, it's great, but I mean, it's not. I'm talking about just general exploring inventory, where it's just super helpful if you've got different slots for things. About 15 years they've asked for it, really. Oh, wow. It's an auto-clicker now. Damn. They've taken all the skill out of it? Is that what you're saying? But what about, like, surely classic WoW is still good, right? If it's, because isn't that going to be just the same? It's not what it used to be. I mean, yeah, is some of that nostalgia, though? Like, in a way, WoW would never be, like, could never be what it used to be to people. Where did I leave this bloody boat? Well, it's on the other side of the island for a start. That would help. Stupid Grey Dwarf army following me. Should have brought more stamina food for this. Okay, run. How did I even end up on that side? I guess I got chatting. Happens a lot when you're streaming, guys. Still, 2 bears killed and we're about to make our first trinket. That's pretty good. So once we sail this tin back to the base, we can make bronze, which we need for the first trinket. And then we'll look at some of the other recipes for other trinkets. See what we need. They buffed the superpowers too, so the Elder Power also buffs your pickaxe. Yes, I saw that. That's a big win. And I think something that is a really good addition to the game. Because we want to do a lot of mining early on. We shouldn't have to wait until we've basically completed the game to get a mining buff. It's good that the Elder ability does that now. So, huge fan of that one personally. But yeah. Alright, sailing home. Home to make a trinket. Then we can get some adrenaline whilst fighting a bear, and we're tying in everything in the new update all in one seamless stream here. But yeah, I certainly love when they come out with updates like this. As a fan of the game and someone who makes content, it's a win-win, so. But yeah, I wonder what will happen when Deep North comes out, how big that update's going to be, because they basically said after that, you know, don't expect any new biomes or anything like that. I think they're trying to play it down and be like, look, we're not going to do a ton of updates after that. Like as it is in 1.0, I think 10 years later it will still be a very similar game. Unless, as we've talked about before, someone was to like buy it out and develop it, which could happen. But yeah, I never got into WoW. I wanted to play it and my dad said no, because he was like, I'm not going to have a game you have to pay like $10 a month or whatever it was 20 years ago when I wanted to play it. He was like, I bought you got all these different games, you know, remember the old CD games? They came in like DVD cases. You go play one of those, you don't need to spend $10 a month on this or whatever. And he was kind of sketchy about putting his credit card details on the internet and stuff. So I didn't start playing it then. And then when I became old enough to do it, I guess I didn't really think about it or something. I don't know why I didn't get into it at that point. But so I kind of missed the boat on it, and I started playing WoW for the first time earlier this year, and it was pretty good and stuff. But It's one of those that, like, unless I was making a lot of content on it that was going well, it doesn't make sense for me to do it because it's going to be a huge time sink. So, yeah. Hello, village elder. What wisdom do you have for us? Hello, Mark, as well. Mr. Gibbles, yes, I agree. So much so that I almost crashed my boat. That was the strength of that agreement there. Yeah, I've thought for a long time they could do something. I was thinking like they could do enchanted weapons and tools and stuff, a bit like they do in Minecraft. See, one of the genius things with Minecraft is you can get diamond tools and weapons and armor within a few hours of playing. Like if I started a new world now, by the end of the stream, we'd have diamond stuff, which used to be until very recently the latest game thing. Right now they have netherite, and I'm really glad they added that. It's cool. But so you can like really quickly get into the game, get really late game stuff. You can start enchanting in that time frame as well. Whereas with Valheim, it's, you know, you got to put in like 20 hours at least before you start getting to that sort of level, unless you just kind of speed run it. Oh, why didn't I smelt the stuff overnight? 2,000 hours playing this game, you couldn't figure that out. You muppet. Right. Never mind. Don't dwell. Here we go. Oh dear. And coal in here, which we're actually running a bit low on. One thing I was going to do is start a Smelting farm, and I might do that in this stream because it's so easy to make. We can do that in like 10 minutes. Right, there's all that. Put this away. There we go. Jerk says, I came back when I saw on TV that Lord of the Rings became free to play. Oh, Lord of the Rings Online, and I don't watch TV anymore. Why do you not watch TV anymore? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just curious. I watch TV most nights. Just a way to kind of unwind and relax, right? Watch a bit of telly. What am I missing? Oh no, that and the bronze is all I'm gonna need. What about this bear? Oh my god, bear armor. Oh, I want bear armor so bad. I think it looks so cool. Which apparently is an opinion I'm not allowed to have. Oh look, it needs blueberries. That's awesome. Because it actually makes sense as well. Yeah, someone like in my video was saying about how I think bear armor's like this awesome new armor, and they were basically calling me an idiot for saying that. I was like, dude, it's opinion. Oh, I bet we need a bear trophy to unlock the head, don't we? I'm curious about something. So this here armor, loincloth of the bear, is 7. How does that compare to this? This is an armor of 12. So root, but this is a root level 3, is significantly better. I wish there was a way. See, again, this maybe you've enchanted something to make stuff better so that you could have this bear armor as like your late game armor if you wanted, because it looks so cool. Even if it needed huge amounts of things to upgrade it and stuff, you know, it'd just be a really cool late game way of like kind of having exactly what you want. I haven't watched TV in 20 years. Wow, that just blows my mind. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just like I can't imagine that, you know. Probably because I'm too into my own TV. But why is that? Was it like you know, you think TV's bad for you or something? Like, yeah, was there a reason behind it like that? Super interested to know about that. Right, we have all the stuff we need now for Le Trinket, as they would say in France. So, Heart of the Forest. This is going to give us increased health regen, which is very nice. Only needs 50 adrenaline, which isn't too bad. So let's go ahead and craft that up. Oh, hey, new item. So excited. Right now, when I put this on, where does this go? Alright, I can't see it. Let's take some stuff off. I was wondering that whether armor would cover it, which it looks like it does. So I'm going to get naked. Calm down, ladies. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's kind of cool the way it interacts with the cape. Right, I think it's kind of accidental, but yeah, it does look quite cool like that. It'd be nice if it was on the front of the armor though, because once I put back on this, it hides it, which is a shame, right? I think trinkets should be out over the top. Yeah, that would make sense. No skip button. Fair enough. Well, when you say that then, but like, see, when I say I watch TV, I don't watch TV. I watch like Netflix and stuff like that where there isn't ads and stuff. So do you mean, yeah, like, do you include Netflix in that is what I'm curious about? Or is that not TV to you? Right, what was the other thing here? There is more we can make up. We definitely want to kill some more bears. I've got to get that bear head and make up that thing. I thought there'd be more trinkets we could make. think there is at least one more early game trinket, but I'm not seeing it here. It could be that we need the bear thing to... Oh, no, wait. Is this it? Paws of the bear? No. What is this then? Made for tearing and rending. Is this a weapon? Oh, this is cool. So it does a slash of 25. So if we compare that to this does a slash 21, pierce 21. Oh, it's a 6x parry bonus. That's pretty high as well. Knockback of 20, block armor of 5. This is actually pretty good. The paws of the bear there, like, it's a two-handed thing, which is the only thing, right? Because you can equip the razor. But I think we have to make that. So let's go and make that. I want to try the paws of the bear against the bear. This would be like a bear fight. Hi, Michael. Yeah, so I was just explaining before, like, I was in the process. I was going to be making the next episode of it this week for a mountain biome episode. And then the update came out and threw everything off because I have to prioritize that. It's too many views. It's too interesting to me to cover, and there's all this new stuff. So yeah, that's why I haven't covered it yet. Let's equip these a second. Oh, look at that. They look so cool. All right. Oh, wow. Hang on, I'm going to destroy things. Right, let's go try them on a bear instead of this. Yeah, so that's why I haven't, but it's not like I've forgotten about it or anything like that. It's just a case of needing to prioritize other things as a content creator. Let's go. I don't watch TV because it cuts into my streaming and gaming time. Fair enough. I probably would do a bit more gaming if my girlfriend was into gaming, but she isn't, so we watch telly together. But if she was into gaming, I would happily do that in the evenings with her, you know? But in saying that, because I spend all day doing this, obviously, for like creating content or just because I want to, it is kind of nice to have a break as well, so yeah. And it's good to watch things like, I like certain things. I went to the cinema last night and watched Nobody 2. Has anybody seen Nobody 2? Nobody 1 was excellent. Nobody 2, yeah, it's alright. It's alright. I'd say it's worth a watch, but yeah, I won't give away any spoilers or anything. Nobody 1 was much better. Alright, Bear, I'm coming at you with your own fists. Look at that. That's how they look. Alright, where is Le Bear? Où est le Bear? As they say in France. I don't know why we're doing a lot of French stuff today. Although, massive shout out to that poor French streamer who died recently. That was awful. Did you guys see that? I don't know much about the story, but from what I've seen, it was like really horrible and tragic. I should have got the bone mass ability alright though. But yeah, very, very sad that. So shout out to him. Speaking of her, how's the girlfriend doing? Hopefully she's feeling well. Yeah, not too bad. You know, unfortunately, there are a lot of side effects with chemo, and so she's going through it a little bit. But she's keeping positive, and you know, it's good for the most part. Thanks for asking, appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see. She'll be alright. The bear trophy is very rare, yes, but Jerk, you don't understand, right? So, because I've made a lot of content about Valheim, the devs love me, so they've coded it into the game that I have Kaizen luck. And so I reckon we'll only have to kill maximum 3 more bears to get the trophy. Yeah, they call me up all the time and just say, hey Kaizen, you alright if we put this in the game, and what do you want your luck factor to be? It's just how it is, you know. Now I just won't even find a bear for ages. Wait, I need to tell a story, right? So last time, as I was telling the story, we found a bear, and then I started to retell the story after killing it, and we found another bear. So maybe that's the secret here. So what do you guys want a story about? I gotta think of something to tell you a story about, and then maybe find the bear. Could work, it could work. Kaizentology, my new religion. Yes, you all have to sign up or you're not allowed to watch. It's like Scientology, but weirder. Man, that would be tough, actually, wouldn't it? I watched a great Louis Theroux documentary about Scientology. I like Louis Theroux in general. You know what? Let's go. I'm going to just fight you to death. And in the meantime, I'm getting all of this adrenaline, although it's not going to be enough for what we need. There we go. By the way, what am I doing? I'm going to fight a bear with just fists, no shield? I'm going to need to get ready to switch to a different loadout pretty quickly, I think. But we'll see. We shall see. I think the frost gland from the drakes could be dropped by the new icy blobs. Is that too easy? I guess it depends on the spawn rate of the blobs. Because what do they drop at the moment? They drop just crystals, right? Which is good because it's another way to get crystals in the game. So if you want to build a lot of glass stuff, that's going to be so awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure about that with the frost glands. What are the frost glands used for? It's not that much, right? You don't need tons of them. So I think like it might be okay to keep it as just the drakes. And that's probably how the devs are looking at it. Like they don't want to make it too easy. Yeah, maybe. Here he is, Hackfrez. Every comment with him is loaded in some way. He's not being nice, guys. All right, I know that looks like a nice comment. It ain't. There's something up with him. Trust me. This guy's got some... He's got some issues. Goldilocks and the 3 grey dwarves. Well, as we are trying to fight a bear, I can see that they're being a fairly... Oh, is that... Yes, it is. See, look, as soon as we started the story, there's a bear. Right here. Why is he... Oh, wait, no. Oh, it's a 1-star. Okay, that's just grand. Oh, no. Stupid grey dwarf got in my way. Right, you need to die first. Thanking you. Now, we need to... How much damage does this do? Well, if you hit him, it will do more. And there's a shaman, because of course there is. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Oh wow, this does nothing. Yep, okay, bad idea. Bear claws do not work against bears. How do they fight each other then? I don't know, but we're not doing that. Screw that. That was terrible. All right, yeah, let's do this. And this will be good because it will get me some adrenaline. And bosh. And surely that was a perfect time dodge roll. Come on, man. Oh, look at that. We got adrenaline, so it gives some health boost as well. At a pretty good time to get it. Oh, jeez. Okay. We good. Come on in. Oh, no, I missed. No. This was bad time to miss. All right. Let's get some stamina back. I think that's the best way, right? Block him like that and get the big hits in while he's parried. Then save up some stamina. There's this raid off brute coming. Whoa. Okay. Let's kill the brute. Now back to the bear. That's often the thing, right? It's not the mob itself, it's all the stuff around it that makes it like difficult. Boom. There we go. Big hits. And we're getting these health bonuses from all this adrenaline, so that's pretty good, to be fair. So, yeah, when we do these hits, like... Oh, jeez. It's, over time going to give us this health bonus as well, so... Oh, crikey. All right, run over here. Oh, try and get some hits on him. Come on now. Oh, all right, let's try this again. Let's try and get... Oh, wow, the bear's on top of my head. What is going on? Big hit. There we go. See, the parry is the best, but it's hard to time it right sometimes. Jeez, these things are pretty ferocious to fight. All right, I really mistimed that one. There we go. That might be enough to kill him. Yes. Boom. Oh, blimey. All right. Third bear down. Let's go. And he's janking out a little bit. Is that 3 bears we've killed or 4? I think it's actually, that might be number 4. Still no trophy. Look at this. Unless it's hiding under here, but nah. Okay. I love that we're getting all this stuff though. I want to make some of those bear rugs up. I want to make that in my house. I think we'll have the mats to do that. In fact, can we check already if we have it? Oh, you know what? That's going to be the bear head as well, isn't it? Because it's, wait, I want that, actually. And let's make that my primary loadout now. Yeah, you'll need a bear head because you guys have seen the rug. It's like a bear head rug. Well, stories definitely work. As soon as you start telling a story, you know, the bears show up. Maybe we have to sing the song, the Teddy Bear Picnic song, right? I wonder if I could take on 2 bears at a time. I mean, I am in iron gear, right? So it's a little advantage versus the normal Black Forest gear. So it could happen, for sure. We shall see. Oh, wait. a bear and a troll can't fight each other. We were talking about that earlier because they're part of the same biome. Oh, that's a shame. So my idea of kiting a troll over to a bear would have just meant that all of a sudden I've got to fight both just to make it like even more difficult, which yeah, that wouldn't have been the best idea. Oh, look at that Flash, thank you. So Flash just redeemed story time over on Twitch with the channel points like I was talking about before, and requested the story the most interesting place I've ever visited. Okay, I got to think about this. I've been fortunate enough to do quite a bit of travel. I would probably say, like, the first thing that came to mind was Pompeii. So I was over in Italy with my ex-girlfriend, and we were in Italy for like a month. It was awesome, and we stayed in Naples on the coast. And we were there for probably about a week. And we didn't love Naples. We actually, so we were doing a ton of walking while we were away. I actually quite like to do that when I'm traveling, just walking around places. So if it's like an hour, 2 hour walk, you know, at home you'd always drive. But I really don't mind doing that, especially when I'm traveling. So we walked into town. It's like an hour's walk. And we got lost and went down the wrong street. And it was proper scary. So when we got there, the taxi driver who took us to our hotel, we were saying about how it's our first time in Naples. He's like, oh, you don't know about Naples? Like, well, what's there to know? And he's like, oh man, this is literally run by the mafia still. It's like the police here answer to the mafia. If there's problems here, you go and speak to the mafia and they'll tell you, like, if two parties are having a dispute, they will say, okay, here's what's going to happen. And then you just kind of have to do it, right? And that's what it is. And he was saying, like, just before we got there, there'd been some kind of fight and like a bit of a shootout and stuff. And we're like, geez, where are we, right? And I don't think it's as dangerous as all this. Maybe he was like playing up to it a bit for the tourism side of things, or oh wow, there's a bear and a troll. Okay, so we need to just kill this first. I tell you, story time works for bears, guys. If you're looking to get a bear, this is how you do it. Right, Flash, forgive me, I will come back to that story, but we don't want to tell that story. It's hard to tell the story as eloquently as I do when I'm fighting a bear, you see. Right, I don't want a dandelion. I'd rather have the gold. What else do I not want? Those puke berries can go away. Puke berries. Whoa, he's on my head. Hey. Hey, dude. All right, you want to fight? Let's go. You messed with the wrong funnily dressed Viking. Okay, let me tell you. There you go. See? Now you parry. Now what? Yeah, that's not very nice, is it? Remember, you started this. I'd have been happy to have you as a friend. You lived in my house. But you messed it up. Oh. Boom. Come on. Let's go. Wash. There he goes. All right, let's go. Whew. Okay. Telling myself stories, hoping a bear pops up. That's how you do it. That's all it needs. We can probably get a lot more resin. I'd like to have a troll trophy. And oh wait, is there a bear head? No, I don't think there is. All right, let's make sure, because we don't actually have space for it. It's a new item. And our inventory is full because they don't give you trinket slots. Give us the slots. Yeah, no, okay, I think that's everything there. So yeah, anyway, so we're walking to town and we take this wrong turn or something, but we end up in this alleyway. And there was these two guys stood outside this doorway, and they weren't openly armed, but I had a feeling that, like, under their coats or something, there could easily have been something, you know. You just get that feel. And it was quite a long, thin alleyway, and we had to walk right the way through it, and their eyes did not leave us. Like, from the second we got in there and we were quite far away, they were staring at us, and we noticed it, and we kind of said, and we're like, okay, they'll probably stop. They didn't stop, and it must have taken us a good few minutes to walk through this whole alley. They stared at us the whole time. There was people up on balconies looking down at us and stuff as well. It was like proper sketchy. So we felt like a bit intimidated, especially after what the taxi driver had told us, and it was just a bit scary. And you're in a foreign place, you don't know what it's like there. But from Naples, we were able to get the train to Pompeii, and it was like one of the best things we did over there. It was so cool to go and see all the history and stuff. Because when I was a kid, my parents sent me to a private school. I actually had to take Latin as a class. It was like forced upon us. You had to take Latin up until you were like 15. So yeah, we spent like 90% of the time in the Latin class talking about Pompeii in one way or another, and the adventures of a guy called Caecilius around Pompeii. It's just like random things that you remember from school. I remember like the kind of rebel kids, right, just hated Latin. I mean, we all hated Latin, but they were like, yeah, we have no time for this at all. And we went through a lot of Latin teachers, like, because the rebel kids would just kind of play up so much in the class and give the teachers such a hard time that I think they just kind of made them quit. It was literally like that bad. But we were like, this is just ridiculous. Like, why are we being forced to learn this? But then, so to actually go to Pompeii, it was really cool. Very sad, obviously, as well, to think these people, like, there's actual charred remains of people who just kind of got stuck in the pose they were in because all of this ash and rock and whatever that was like 1,000 degrees or whatever it is, you know, just came and kind of instantly vaporized them and left them in the position they were. There was like graffiti on some of the walls, and I was like, it's amazing the parallels from like their time and ours, right? Like, there's actual graffiti on the walls. Now, obviously, it's not with like a spray paint can and stuff. They're like carvings and stuff, you know. But I was like, that's kind of awesome, right? And then you're actually going into these houses that people lived in, you know, a couple thousand years ago, right? And when was Vesuvius? Hold on. When was Pompeii destroyed? I've been there. I should really know this, right? 79 AD. I was about right then, a couple thousand years ago. All right. And yeah, like they had the layout of their houses and stuff, which I'd only seen in books before when I was studying Latin. And to actually be there walking around these people's homes, and they have like, this is the kitchen and the living area, the sleeping quarters, and this area here, there's like a water feature. This was like a noble's house, so you have a water pool there kind of thing. Like not a swimming pool, more like a fountain without the spurty up bit, just kind of a plain fountain. And yeah, it was really awesome to see. I really, really loved it. So that, when you asked about the most interesting place I've been, that came up to mind immediately. I reckon that would have to be up there for me. Let's run home. We'll have a little sleep, and then we'll come back out and we can get rid of our, like clear our inventory a bit and stuff like that as well. I hated Latin. I don't remember any of it. Yeah, I don't think I do really. I remember Caecilius. I remember Mesa means table. I think that's right. Or is it? Let's see, that might even be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. But if you are ever near that area, I would highly recommend you go check it out. It's a proper town with like streets and stuff that you can walk down, and you know, real buildings where the foundations and a couple of walls and stuff have survived the test of time, and it's just a wonderful place to see. It truly is. As a Monty Python fan, the Romans, they go the house. I can think of a Monty Python, the Roman Biggest Dickus sketch being quite funny, but I have no idea what reference you're making there. I've seen a bit of Monty Python. The bits I have seen, I've really enjoyed. The Life of Brian, so funny. Yeah, like the bit where he's like trying to escape, you know, the Roman army that's like chasing him, and he's trying to barter with that guy for the beer and stuff like that. Yeah, some great ones. And of course the dead parrot sketch is really good, very famous one. We had to do a prayer every night in Latin at the boarding school I was at, so it's sort of been pushed to death somewhere. Fair, yeah. So the school I went to, it was a private school. It was a boarding school, but I wasn't boarding there. We lived in that town, so I didn't need to or whatever. But we did have a few boarders, and we had our English teacher was kind of head of the boarding house, and he was an ex-army guy, and he used to wake them up every morning with a trumpet. These poor kids just being woken up for school every morning by a trumpet. It just was like, man, that's gotta suck, right? Oh, yes, I do know Roman Go Home. He's like graffitiing it on the walls, isn't he? Yes, I remember now. All right, my bad. I really like that movie. I should have known that. That's funny. But yeah, cool place to visit. Hey, Zerga. Thanks for the follow, man. Zerga YT. So I'm assuming you are the Zerga whose farm I included in this very world, actually, guys. Zerga made, I believe it was the Grador farm, wasn't it? Because there was also, I think Broadbent was the one who I used his design for the boar farm. I'm pretty sure, Zerga, I used your design, the Grador farm. And I saw on Zerga's channel, for people who like Valheim farms and stuff like that, he has a ton of really good videos about different farms and Valheim things. So do check him out on YouTube, guys. Zerga YouTube. Some great Valheim vids there. Hope you're enjoying the update, mate. See, we'll have to see if you can get us a bear farm going. That's one cool thing about about games like Minecraft, like where you can find actual spawners and set up farms for things. It'd be cool if you could do that in Valheim to get like bulk mats for bears and stuff. Because like what I'm doing is pretty much the only way you can farm bears, right? You just run around Black Forest until you find them and then you kill them and job done. But it'd be nice if there was other ways of doing it. What I think I'll do is I'll sleep and then I'll see what other Black Forests there are that are away from the starter island, because then we're probably more likely to get a 1-star and get better drops and stuff like that. I did say I reckon I get a bear head within 3 bears. We've killed 1, so we need 2 more. Let's go. Broadbent was one of my favorite Valheim YouTubers. Yeah, he's still going, right? He still makes content. Maybe not Valheim content though or something. But no, he's awesome. He's done some amazing Valheim content. He's another one to check out, even though it'd be maybe more historic. I haven't looked at his channel in a little while. I stumbled across his boar farm video, but I didn't really go through his channel. But like, I don't know if he's still doing Valheim content or not. With an update, you find a lot of people will come back to it though, because you know we're all chasing them views. What's kind of funny is I already did some testing, and bears do eat blueberries off the ground, but there's no tame mechanic that follows afterwards. Bears eat blueberries. Okay, 1, that's awesome, but 2, what can I do with this? How can I use this to my advantage? I'm like, can we make like a little blueberry trail into a death pit and the bears will just kind of follow it in? Broadbent disappeared? What? I'm checking this out. Because he's got like a ton of subs and everything, right? Like he was like a killer creator. Wait, that's a different Broadbent. Maybe this is why I'm not following it. Yeah, 362k subs. And his last video was 2 years ago. Holy crap, as if. Man, that's, do you know, time flies. Because I remember watching some of his modded Valheim stuff and that back in the day. Sorry, 1 sec. You good? Alright. I thought I heard my brother shout out or something. But he's good. Yeah, that's, oh man, that's a shame. I wonder if he just got burnt out, or anyone know what happened to him? Anyone know why he stopped or whatever? It's one of the saddest things, I think. Like, when I see that on YouTube, someone's like made a really successful channel and they stopped. It's always a bit of a shame. You wonder what happened to them. So Jedi says, will this update work in areas already explored? Well, in terms of finding bears, yes, I can say, because I have today. So this Black Forest biome right here, I'd explored just about all of this, and we found bears here today. So, oh, the Elder, that's where we're going looking for bears next. And possibly up here as well. Okay, cool. Couple more that are further away from spawn. So yes, they will still spawn there. Now, I'm not so sure about, so there's that new Meadows location. I don't know if that would spawn in an already explored Meadows. Probably not, I would think. So yeah, there is that though. There we go. Jeb, so to answer that question for you, first of all, it's really important to say, please back up your world before you do what I've done. I've made copies of the saves so that if this all messes up, I can, you know, get my Forever World back. So if you're doing that, make sure you do it. Otherwise, you could corrupt your world and never be able to play it again. Once you've backed it up, though, You just need to have you sign up to the public test branch on the Valheim Discord, because if you do that, then you just put in a password. It actually gives you the full instructions and the password and stuff, and you go from there. But yeah, do make sure, guys, if you're going to play a public test branch on a world that you already have, that you back it up, because just because mine is doing okay right now, it may not in a minute, and it also doesn't mean that yours will. Sometimes weird little bugs and things can happen. That's why it's in public test branch. They hopefully figure that out before they release it to everybody, and you don't want to lose your progress, because that would suck. I guess we could start storing this bear stuff for now. So do we want, maybe we want a separate chest for it, right? And then once I get a trophy or two, we can start to really make some bear stuff up. The bear armor is like, I'm really excited to make that. It's gonna be cool. Food goes up there, and then trophies. Yeah, I wonder if bear trophies should be a bit more common or not. Don't know what I think about that yet, to be honest. Not sure. It works for console players too. Good question. Unfortunately, I don't know the answer to that, because I don't play on console myself, so I'm really not sure on that one. You know what? We should probably cook this up, actually. Our food loadout's getting a bit low. And while we're doing that, I'll just see what else we're looking for here. It's carrot soup and some Queen's jam. Zach, this update will be released to everybody within the next few weeks, usually, like 2 to 4 weeks. It just depends on, like, if they find a load of bugs or if it's all right. But yeah, it should be about that. Let's grab a load of this out. Grab all my food. There we go, all my bear meat, which is pretty cool. Now we want to start that fire. On that note, give Physics Girl some views. She is recovering from long COVID, and YouTube and Patreon are her main source of income. Physics Girl, so she does like sciencey stuff, I'm guessing. What do we got here? There's all my carrots. I knew I had more than that. Make up some carrot soup as well. Let's go. Alright, so we can put these away and these away. And then I was going to have a bear chest, which could be this chest, actually. This is empty right now. I'll keep those on me. I'm not sure how much I'll use them, but we'll keep them on me. Pin, sorry to hear about your back. Back pain is the worst. I've had it myself, and my dad's had it a lot as well. It's like, it really sucks. I still have it now as well. My lower back can be an issue, so I definitely know how annoying that can be. Sorry, why do we not have, we have an elder, right? I swear we have an elder spawn. Was it might be KX then. But thank you so much for the kind words, and I'm glad you're here, and hope you enjoy the stream. We are good to go. Great science videos. All right, there you go. If you like science videos, check her out, guys. Physics Girl. Flowmaster, no, Bears is part of a new update. Yeah. This is actually coming to Valheim in the not too distant future, and you can get access now to it if you want to join the public test branch that they have. So all right, there we go. Couldn't get into a rhythm with that troll. There he goes. Take these dudes out. Brutus, such a pain. And there you go. All right, and we actually got our trinket buff there as well. Pretty cool. Every little helps. So, if I was a bear, where would I be? Near blueberries, maybe. Hello, Soul Muffin. You don't need to apologize for being late. It's just nice to have you here. And stream is going pretty good. We've killed like 4 or 5 bears. We found them in biomes that we've already explored, so that's awesome. They actually just spawn in the areas you've already explored. You don't have to find a new Black Forest area for it to work, so I really like that. But we are wanting to get at least 1 bear trophy as part of this stream. And I'm pretty much dedicating this stream to finding and killing bears, it seems. So hopefully we'll find enough bears that we can make that happen. Let's just keep having a wander around and see what we can find. I haven't found the trader yet, no. I've been using the Valheim world map to find certain biomes and things, but I don't want to use it for everything, and bosses and the traders are things that I want to just find organically. So yeah, do that. Hey, push. Talking to my cat, for those who are wondering. Go, my love. Friends again. She was swiping me quite a bit this morning. Very rude. Got her little cat bed, so she's kind of here next to me on the right there. Right, we're actually out of the Black Forest now, so that's not going to be a great place to find a bear. A lot of things look like bears when you're looking for them. Man, how are we still in medicine? Wow, look at this little tucked away burial chamber. You'd never see that. Yeah, Jeb, it was quite fortunate actually that they brought out this update, which is mainly centered around the Black Forest biome, because if it was mainly centered around like the Plains biome, I wouldn't be able to do it on this world. So it's really cool to do it on this world, where we can actually kind of make a progression on the Forever World that I'm doing, and obviously have the bear stuff as well, which is fun. So that was pretty good. It's cool that you're a high school teacher, Mark. What do you teach? I imagine that must be quite challenging at times to spend all your time around high school kids as an adult. But good on you for doing it. Should really go and get either my Eikthyr or my Bone Mass ability or something. The Elder ability is doing nothing for us. Eikthyr would probably be the best because we're not really struggling to kill the bears. It'd just be nice to find more of them. And the faster we run, the more we would find, right? So, yeah, I guess we want to try and do that. Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah. So, if you're new to the stream, it's been seeming that every time I start telling a story, a bear comes along. So, yeah, if I can... but it's... I've got to think of stories. That's the tricky bit. Physics, physical science, and Earth systems. Oh, okay, so you know the Earth's flat then. Just kidding, just kidding. I think that's pretty amazing how many flat earthers there are around the world, if you see what I did there. Yeah, it's a really interesting conspiracy, that one. Anyone in here a flat earther, just out of interest? Like, whilst I disagree with you, I wouldn't sort of... I'm not here to like mock you or anything like that. I'm just genuinely curious if anyone who watches me is a flat earther. The bear necessity. Yeah, we need like that, like, or the teddy bear's picnic or something, and we'll play that tune every time we're looking for a bear, and we'll see. Oh my god, imagine that if you could get like an in-game flute and you can play teddy bear's picnic, and if you do that, it's like increases the chance of a bear spawn 10x or something. That would be awesome. Flat Earth is just refuting scientism in general. Some of them are, yeah. I mean, I think the thing is, if you're going to be a flat earther, you kind of have to refute all science and say that, you know, science is has an agenda to it or whatever, because otherwise there's so much science in the shape of the Earth and the physics, like, you know, of how everything works in our solar system and in our universe, and so, yeah. I love flat earth videos. I have my students try to poke holes in their ideas. That shouldn't be too difficult, I would say. I mean, you know, it's probably a good way of teaching them, but they don't really come up with very compelling arguments. I watch a lot of them because I follow Simon Dan, who his whole channel is just debunking flat earthers, basically. Although he has moved into doing other conspiracies as well now. But yeah, it's just interesting to see how these people think, and you know, they're very passionate people, and they like to try to do the right thing with like trying to find evidence and do their own research. And I'm like, if that was put to a bit of better use, it could be really good. But aren't mountains include the Earth isn't flat? I mean, kind of, because of plate tectonics, but not because the mountains are not flat. Because obviously it's plate tectonics that causes the mountains to form, and plate tectonics don't make any sense on a flat Earth. So there is that. Oh, Bit of money. Let's go. Archimedes' experiments are the only rational refutation. All right, go on. Let's have it, RM. Tell me Archimedes' experiments and why they are... Are you saying they refute that the globe Earth or what? We haven't found any bears in this biome. Let me have a look. This other biome here. I think I'd have to sail across to it, but it might be worth it. I mean, there's none showing up in here, so... Like, we have the boat there, so we could sail across to there, I suppose, right? And try that. Let's just try that, I guess. I think there's definitely some science that's bought and paid for, especially in the... Oh, yeah, don't even get me started. What are you kidding me? Of course there is. Absolutely. The food industry is absolutely fucked. It's ridiculous. I mean, I've got this app now. I don't know if it's just an Australian thing or whatever. It's called Yuka, Y-U-K-A. And you basically just scan the barcode of your food and it tells you what's in it. And I keep seeing... stuff. Oh, okay. Here you go? What are you saying? The cat might want to leave. Come on, because I've got to shut the door while I'm streaming. What are you doing? She can't make up her mind. She's just sat there looking out the door. What are you doing? Wanna go? Or are you staying here? Just put all this stuff away. And then if you haven't gone by then, I'm going to have to shut the door. You got to make your decision. Resin is in here. And then, what was we talking about just then? There she goes. See you later, cat. Gone for food, no doubt. Oh, that's what we were talking about, yeah. Horizon line like a ship. They prove a curvature. Oh, so they refute the flat Earth, you mean? Because, yeah, you can... Like, the flat earthers say, yeah, you can zoom in on a ship that goes over the horizon, bring it back into view. But there are several photos out there and videos and stuff where you can only see half the ship because the curve gets in the way. But that also doesn't mean anything because on a localized level, the Earth doesn't have to be flat. I mean, you talk about mountains as an extreme example, but the Earth could be perfectly flat in, like, an area that's localized. And by localized, it could be hundreds of kilometers long, but it's still not anything on the thousands of kilometers around the Earth, right? And so that localized flat area doesn't mean it's flat, and also a localized curved area doesn't actually mean it's curved, but if you have enough of them, it's strong evidence. I mean, the best evidence is the photos that we have of the round Earth from space, which flat earthers always say are fake. Anyway, yeah, that's what I was talking about, the Yuka app, right? So the Yuka app is an interesting one. You scan a barcode and it tells you what's in your food, like additives and stuff like that, right? And since I've done that, I've cut so much stuff out of my diet that I was having. There's certain things where I look at and it's like, why are you not working? Oh, because it needs capital S because I'm a Muppet and I did it just for that one. It will tell me these highly dangerous additives, and sometimes they've been banned in America. And I'm like, if the USA is banning something, why would we be allowing it here? Just Tooth, by the way, first time chat, welcome to the channel, thanks for being here. And so yeah, like but the food industry is in such a bad way. I mean, it's crazy. I was thinking about this, was it yesterday I think, and I was like, when you think about it, things like smoking, alcohol, junk food, fast food, all that, right? Like, it's really weird that it works, right? Because it only works because we spend so much money on it, right? That's the only reason this stuff exists, basically. If we didn't spend money on it, it wouldn't be a thing. And it's like, all this stuff we know is killing us, and yet we do it. You'd think, like, McDonald's as a business, for example, would never work, yet it's one of the most successful businesses ever. Same as, like, Coca-Cola and stuff. It's like, but we know this stuff is killing us, right? And I get that, like, you can have that stuff in moderation, right? So that makes sense. But then if everyone was having it in moderation, it probably wouldn't be, well, it wouldn't be anywhere near as successful, right? There's a lot of people that have too much of it, and they spend a lot of money on it. It's a really weird thing. Like, humans will spend time and effort to do things that they know is killing them. It seems to go counter to our whole evolution, which is weird. A bear stew virtue of sin would be a great idea, by the way. I like that. And also, welcome on to the stream. Thanks for being here. The Earth is really, really big. It is pretty big. Yeah. I think with flat earthers, there's a bit more going on there. I think that I think people all want to feel somewhat important in life. and somewhat part of a community. And we all find different ways of doing that. And sometimes a conspiracy theory can be a way of doing both, because suddenly you're like, I know something that most of the world doesn't know, so that makes you feel kind of important. And also, I'm going to make a note, there's a Leviathan here that's for Ron, that is. And also you do immediately become part of that community, right? So to me, I think that might be, as I say, something bigger going on. And it's not like they don't think the Earth's flat. I think most of them do. I do think some flat earthers who have got YouTube channels that have a lot of following and stuff like that know that the Earth isn't flat, and they're just monetizing the conspiracy, and they're smart enough to come up with very compelling arguments even though they know it's not flat. But I think most of them genuinely do believe it, or have kind of convinced themselves. I mean, the brain is a very powerful thing, and if it gives them that sense of belonging, you know, and it's like we have to keep believing this to keep that sense of belonging, then I'm easily see how the brain can sort of do that, you know. Because there's just too much overwhelming evidence that the Earth is not flat, you know. I mean, if the Earth was flat, it would change literally everything that we know about the entire universe, all of the physics, all of the science that, you know, we've worked on until this point. And it just seems an odd one, because also what would there be to gain from it as well? That's the other thing. I think, yeah, the argument I've seen most from them is that it makes us feel small and insignificant, which we are, and there's not really, that doesn't need to be a problem as such, right? That's just like a truth of our existence. But and that they want to keep us feeling that way so that they keep control. You know, I don't know. I don't know. At its most basic, believing in flat Earth is the easiest way to assert an opposite position to all modern science and philosophy, just as modern materialist science becomes dogma more often than not, says RM. I guess, but then I guess that sort of like, but why do you want to refute all science? Why do you have this dislike of science to that level? I mean, I suppose, hey, look, there's a bear. All right. I want your head, please. Bosh. Ah, he's brought some friends. Okay. Take care of them while we can. Oh, jeez. Okay. That wasn't the best. Block. That was pretty good. And then, yeah. These parry hits do way better. Oh, boy. Oh, hit the wrong thing, but that's right. Hey. Gotta try and time these attacks. I'm trying to learn the attack of the bears so we can do more parries like that. For that, we got our trinket thing there as well. So cool. I love trinkets. I think it's such a great addition to the game. Boom. There we go. You love fighting the bears? Yeah, they're pretty fun to fight. They're a good fight. They're difficult, but like, especially at this stage, I'm getting new maps and stuff. Really want that head. Bear head. So rare. Such a rare trophy drop. We're going to get it. Although, very misty here, isn't it? Mark Sargent falls in the category of wanting to feel special. I'd love to have a beer with him. Yeah, I think there are some flat earthers you could have a really good beer with. Like a great chat with them, right? Unless Foul 1, thanks for the follow. I've killed 12 bears and got 1 trip. That's pretty good. I think they're 1 in 20 drop. Super, so that's pretty good. I think we've killed like 5 bears. I want to get 1 by 7. But we shall see. We shall see. Where is... but anyone who knows the flat earther Nathan Oakley, he's got to be the biggest prick I've ever seen in my life. The way he talks to people and stuff, his arrogance, he's so obnoxious. I cannot... I've never disliked someone I haven't met so much as him. And it's nothing to do with his belief about flat Earth at all. It's just him, his personality. Oh, God, I can't stand that dude. We should send them to space so they can see the Earth's curve and leave them there. A bit harsh, Zach. I think if you sent them to space, they would say it was a simulation and it was fake. I think, like, you could literally, no matter what you do, they'll never believe it. They'll always have an answer. It's a simulation. It's this. I mean, I've seen several of them talk about how the stars in the night sky and stuff are actually a projection onto a dome that is covering our Earth. You know, that takes quite a lot of leaps to believe that, right? And it's like, if you're gonna believe that, then if you did see the Earth from space, you'd be like, yeah, it's just I'm in a simulator and it's, you know, it's not real. So I don't know. Yeah, that's true, RM. But see, the thing is, it's like, I don't understand how my mobile phone works. I don't understand fully how antibiotics work, how my computer works. You know, what I'm getting at here, all this stuff that we use. I don't understand how it all works. I just know that it does. There's so much knowledge in the world. You can't know everything, right? And so whilst I don't fully understand, like, how a rocket works or the intricacies of astrophysics, you know, some people do and have dedicated their lives to it. The Scarecrow, thanks to follow. And you kind of, at some point, have to trust people, you know? You can't test everything and do everything for yourself. The problem is, and this is where I'm like, yeah, I think flat earthers, I admire their approach. They're like, you know what? We'd like to go out and test this stuff for ourselves. And I think that's great. Anyone who wants to do science, that's great. But it's, you got to figure out how to do good science, right? And they're not. They don't do it right. What annoys me is most people who are into flat earth, it seems like they watch a YouTube video or maybe a dozen YouTube videos and then become flat earthers. And it's like, look, do you think that the best person to tell you the shape of the earth is going to be a YouTube video or someone who has a degree in astrophysics, right? I mean, you know, and not just someone, by the way. We're talking like thousands of scientists around the world that have these degrees and have this knowledge, right? And you think there's a few YouTube videos that kind of refute that, and it's like, you know, that's you know, just not good. Check out the final experiment. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, that was an interesting one. The flat earthers are so harsh to any people who leave their community as well. They just ostracize them, which is an interesting one. We've known the shape of the earth since around 500 BCE. Yeah, what was his name? The guy with the sticks and the shadows. It's like, it'll come to me. Eratosthenes, that's it. He did a very clever experiment a few thousand years ago and figured out the earth was a curve at that point. So yeah, we've definitely known this for a long time. There he is, super dude, Eratosthenes, yeah. That dude. Jinx. Well, this wouldn't be much of a stream if I couldn't talk until someone said my name. Did a couple of freefall jumps from 30,000 meters, definite curves to the horizon that can't be blamed on a curved window. Yeah, that's interesting. So you can, I've not jumped out of, I've been up that high. When I look out a plane window, I'm not sure if I can remember though whether I saw a curve or not looking out the plane window at that point. The new trinkets are awesome. I really like them, Tommy. Oh, bear. Let's go. Aha. Come on now. Yenazem, thanks for the follow, by the way. All right, there we go. Big hits. 2-star road off just for good measure. Try and take him out and then block him and do big hits. And let's go. So that yellow ping that you might not have seen, it's very, very quick on my screen there. That means that the trinkets are working. So that gave us a health boost because that's the current trinket that I've got in. All right, let's all think bear trophy thoughts and see if we can get one. Come on now. There should be a luck trinket, like a rabbit's foot trinket, and it gives you extra luck. Can't see what I'm picking up here, but it would have told me if there was a new item. So still no bear trophy, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. All right, never mind. I reckon the next bear I kill is where I get my trophy. So I think I left my boat over here somewhere. It's so misty. I apologize if this is really dark for you guys. I'm going to go and sleep now and make it daytime, and then we shall come back. So we're getting tons of bear materials apart from the trophy. That's the thing that we need. None of them are game breaking, Tommy, I wouldn't say. I haven't really played around with all of them. I had a quick look when I was making my video yesterday and stuff, but I haven't on this world been able to actually use them properly. But yeah, I will say the swimming one seems weird. So one of the trinkets allows you to swim faster and further for about 2 minutes, but I don't know when you use that. You can't really go that far in 2 minutes. You can't really get it until you're late game. The only thing is, I'm wondering, is it going to be used in the Deep North somehow? So I'm kind of holding back judgment to see if it's for that. But also, when you're swimming, you can't do any of the things you need to do to get adrenaline. So, yeah. Celestial navigation, the moon is upside down between the northern and southern. Yeah. I mean, look, that's one thing that refutes the flat Earth. I mean, I live in the southern hemisphere. I see a completely different set of nighttime stars to what you see in the northern hemisphere. Right, but they just say it's a projection, so that's their answer to that. Well, that's one of the answers I've seen commonly anyway. What animal slash mob would be my spirit mob? Oh, okay. Fist fight with a sea serpent, Zerga? Yes, this is true. This is true, I suppose. I guess it relies on you having to find a serpent halfway through your swim, and also not dying. You'd need some pretty good fist skills and fist weapons and armor and stuff, so... At that point, you'd have a really good boat, right? That's why I don't get the thing. But like I say, maybe Deep North's thing. I don't know. Anyway, my spirit animal. I don't know. What would I be? Maybe one of those cheerful little dwarf fellows who lives in the Mistlands, right? That could be it. Am I going to land a shot on this serpent? No, I'm not. I just thought you guys would like to see me die. Do I have my harpoon on me just by chance? No, I don't. Okay. How's this boat doing for health? It's pretty good. You know what? Let's get it going like a little bit closer in. Try and kite him into the land a bit. I'd love to get some more serpent scales. We'll at least get the meat out of him though. Can we start to petition inventory increase? Yeah, I would like to see an inventory with armor slots and trinket slot. Yeah, one of the dwarves who, you know, they like their mead and they like a good feed. I reckon it's why I like the Hobbit so much. I relate to them, even though I'm a 6'3" dwarf. Or a backpack. Yeah, now you're talking. Give us a backpack. My goodness, I love that. Well, okay, we're coming in hot here. Okay, hi. Yes, we've just hit a witch's hut, and this is not going to go well, because I need to get out of here. What is going on? Are we stuck on this thing? Where did the serpent go? Is he, he just saw us, and he's like, this guy's a lunatic. I'm not going to fight him. Did the serpent really just run away? But this boat is entirely stuck now. Oh. My camera's going janky. This wasn't meant to happen, right? Can I push you off? Yep. I think that worked, kind of. Then we need to reverse the boat. Beep, beep, beep. And where's my portal? It's over there somewhere, right? Here we go. God, I'm so bad at boats in Valheim, aren't I? I really am just horrendous at them. We didn't even get the serpent either, which is annoying. Didn't even get his meat, never mind his scales. Alright, let's try and park this a little better. Gain more max weight over the course of the game like a skill. Yeah, that could be kind of cool. I just think just give us a backpack or some armor slots, some trinket slots and stuff. That would be the coolest thing. Because the game's items have increased dramatically since it first started, but the inventory is the same. And that just is not cricket. Right, so we gotta head over here. So there's our pool. Alright, cool. I'm doing fine, thank you. Thank you for your kind lies. I appreciate it. Flattery will get you everywhere. Oh! Is that a wraith? Yeah, I'd rather kill the wraith while we're here. So, you know, chains are rare, wraiths are rare. So you... Oh, really, dude? All right. Well, that didn't work. Why am I not blocking him? What's going on? Thank you. Kill the wraith. Thank you. Now, yeah, this is a fight I didn't want to have. All right. Oh no, Bob got him away, and now I'm poisoned. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Alright, let's see if I can die in here at least, so that I'm kind of safe. Wait, can I get through the portal? Oh! What happens if you die while it's going through a portal? Can that happen? It's an interesting thought. Wait, does going through a portal take away your poison? Because I'm not poisoned anymore. Is that game hacks right there? I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, let's dry off, have a little snooze. Also, I'm going to go for a loo break. We'll be back in a sec, and then I think we'll go kill that abomination. Otherwise, we might take down our boat and stuff. So, yeah, we'll rest up and do that. My headphones fell on the floor. Tell you what though, I needed that one. My teeth are underwater. Probably too much information, but there we go. Oh, I didn't pause the game, but it actually worked out really well because now we are rested and we have our health back and stuff. Oh, and something just happened. Hey, great. Wait, Granite Row. Thank you so much for €6. I'll let the thing read it out.
Granitro donated €6 through Super Chat. If you go trough portals or log OU and back in the game, null the effect.
Alright, the AI made a mess of that voice reading. I will read that out in a second properly. So let's see. If you go through portals or log out and back in, the game null the effects. Okay, I knew about the log out thing. I didn't think about it as like going through portals would work, but that's kind of cool to know. And thank you very much for your donation. Much appreciated. So yeah, I think we'll go back and kill that abomination now. I just want to kind of free up a bit of inventory space because it's getting a bit crowded in here, as you guys can see. So we'll just quickly do that. Hopefully our boat is still going and stuff at that point. We shall see. Yeah, let's put the bear meat in there, and the rest of it, apart from the mushrooms, we can take. They can live. Finding these chests is so annoying every time. All right, let's go. Oh, I need to get this new ability as well. The poison counter continues to dip, but you don't take damage. I just found a hacks. Hello, beastie. Oh, I should have brought a poison meat. I did. Okay. That's an accidental genius. Surprising how often that happens. Stop destroying my base. Alright, can we get him... Let's kite him away from here a bit. Come over here. Come fight me here. You're taking down my special area here, man. Don't appreciate that. Oh, I mistimed that. Alright, we kind of managed to save ourselves. Alright. We do kind of need these drops as well, so it's not the end of the world. Whoa. What the heck am I doing there? Alright. Take down this Drago. Oh boy. Alright, that's bad. Oh, alright. This is crazy. Oh jeez. Alright, we're still alive. Just about. Alright. That was chaotic. We are alive, somehow. Let's grab up all this stuff. And where's my abomination drops? Did I grab them? I did. Okay, cool. So, look at this here. Alright. The tree's been taken down right next to our little house here. Very rude. Oh, skeletons now. Good. Okay. Whatever. Just die. Thank you. So they took down my door, and that's not good. There we go. Let's do that. Let's also repair things while we're here. I think some of this would have taken some hits there from the bomb. And I wanted to repair my boat, so that's good. We actually have enough wood on us now for that. Again, thank you for the abomination. So let's put you down somewhere and repair you. And we should be good. So we're going to do some more Black Forest bear hunting. We could go to that forest over there, but we've got to sail to it each time. I think I'll just go through the portal one. Try and find it there. 6'3" dwarf, just short in that world. Real life, quite tall. Yeah, I think I'm a pretty tall guy. 6'3" is taller than most people, I would say. Because it's rare that I'll walk past someone who's actually taller than me. And I don't hate it. It does have its disadvantages. Especially on public transport seats. But, you know, good and bad. I think can't really complain about being tall, right? Most people are. Most guys are happy about that, at least. Find an undead bear, and then I really would die. Because we are not quite at the plains level just yet. Now, what have I been doing with my root armor? For now, I can put it in there, I guess. It's not really the best place for it, but whatever. And then trophies up here. There we go. Can you guys even hear the background music, by the way? I don't know how loud that's coming through. It's real quiet for me, but it doesn't mean it's quiet for you necessarily. All right, how are we doing on... Oh, wait, actually, they live over here now. Somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, so food, we're pretty good with the food we got. Let's repair everything and head back out. This should just be like when you click one button, it repairs everything. So having to spam click it every time. It would make way more sense, I reckon. So we can make this KB again. Here it is. All right. It's a bit low. Yeah. Let's get that background music happening. Let's pump it up in here for the bear fights that we are hoping to receive. All right, bears, where are you? That's it. Right, I'm just running into you. I was trying to look around down there and see if there's any bears down there. Just get the music just absolutely pumping. Have a little party in here. It is almost the weekend for me. It's Friday morning here, so powering towards the weekend, one bear at a time. So we've killed, I think, 6 bears, no trophy yet. But I reckon 7's our lucky number, and we're going to get a bear trophy from that one. Let's see. The next bear that we kill. So far, I mean, this with Black Forest was really good to us with bears. And I don't know what the spawn rates are like, but I don't think it would matter that we're going around the same Black Forest. I think it should still just spawn in and not be a problem, like... Yeah, it's not like we've cleared this Black Forest and now they won't spawn here. I don't think that'll be the case. Do you know what? I do not need this Great or spawner here. I should just clear it, so I'm coming here a lot. Let's see, a club spray, a pretty good weapon for clearing it. That's so funny, Mark. Well, when was it? Like 2 streams ago, actually, my house got struck by thunder and it did like a power surge and my whole stream died. That happened a couple of streams ago, which was quite funny. I think Thor was, or Odin was unhappy with me. Someone was unhappy with me. Striking me with thunder. We need stories, don't we, for the bears? I will learn this eventually. So, yeah, I could really do go into the spawn as well. Some blueberries here. Come on, bears. Surely you'd be here. You like blueberries, don't you? So cool that the bears eat blueberries. That's a really nice thing. I wonder if it would make them gain health or not. Probably not. The only annoying thing is this Black Forest is really long, and it's like my portal's at one end, and then I keep running right the way down to the other end. You know, we've actually got a Black Forest we can run to from our base as well. We could try that one out. Any one that we can run to or portal to rather than sail to is good news. It's just the sailing's a bit of a pain. Where is this dude? Is he stuck in a rock or something? I guess he is. I'm not seeing him. You know, sometimes the mobs get stuck in there. Thor was unhappy. I think he was. When his brother upset him, he was low-key unhappy. Yeah, I need to switch up the bone mass power double vision. That's what I'm thinking. I need to... Or maybe Eikther, just so I can run around and find the bears. My first gaming system. Good question. I remember I got a Game Boy Black and White. That was my first gaming system, I would say. I mean, I know it's handheld and small and weak and whatever, but like, it's a gaming system. And when I got it, it was new out, right? This was a new thing for kids. And I thought it was just the most incredible thing. I loved it. Super Mario on that thing. Oh man, that was so fun. And I always really struggled to beat the underwater level. I remember that. And I'd learn, like, even back then, all the little, like, exploits in the game. Little tunnels that you could go down and stuff in Mario. And there were, like, little boxes that were, like, invisible boxes. So they don't show on screen, but when you jump, there was a box there and it gave you a power-up. Man, those are the days. Yeah, bears can't be tamed from what I've seen, and Zerga said he tested it, and there's no way to tame them, unfortunately. And then after the Game Boy Black and White, I remember seeing the adverts for Game Boy Color. Actually, with the Game Boy. check this out. This was from Ash. She was my first ever patron. She actually made this for me and sent it to me. She's got like the little K down there as well, which is kind of a logo I was using at the time she made it. My two favorite colors as well, black and red. So this is a proper Game Boy replica. So this right here would have been what I had. Mine was gray, my original one. Big shout out to Ash for all of her support and help over the years. Absolute legend, and thank you very much for that present. Don't think she's watching right now. She's on holiday in Japan, but still. Yeah, so it was basically like that, which is cool. And then yeah, Game Boy Color came out, and I remember the advert for it on the telly, and they just turned the saturation on every color to like full, and it's like, oh my god, this is like better than our TV. This is gonna be epic. Then you got it, and it was like instead of black and white, it was like slightly less black and white, like this is the worst color thing ever. I was like, wow, they really lied to us in this advert. But it was kind of cool, I guess, right, still to have it. And it was like a slicker model. I remember mine was like a purple, like transparent purple sort of color, so you could see the inner workings of the Game Boy. And I thought I was like the business, you know, like little, how old would I have been? Like maybe 10-year-old little Ben there, thinking he's the cool kid with this, right? I was playing Pokemon red, blue, green, and yellow on there. And I learned how to do the rare candy cheat, and I would get like one Pokemon and just get it to level 100 and then go beat the Elite Four, because I was just using the rare candy cheat. And I was a kid, so I was just being dumb rather than playing it properly. But yes, those were some good times. And then the first proper system I had, like on not handheld or whatever, would have been the PlayStation 1. And I remember Crash Team Racing. I might have actually got that before one of the Game Boys, because I remember being very young and just doing that over and over again. The PlayStation 1, Crash Team Racing, complete the game like so many times. I love that game. I was so good at that game back in the day. I used to know like every shortcut and exploit, and I would get them every time and stuff, like because you had to like boost over like bits where you could fall off the map and stuff to get these, and I'd still get them every time because I was just a loser kid who was really good at it. So yeah, I remember that. And then I played a couple of the original GTAs, GTA 1 and 2, which were like 2D top-down games where you'd like drive to a phone box where the phone was ringing, it'd give you a mission, and you had to like get to this other area and you'd earn money from doing that and stuff. And then when PlayStation 2 came out, I was like, oh my god, this is epic, right? It was such a better system. And I remember when GTA 3 came out, I was like, I thought it was just the best thing ever. I mean, I remember going around to my friend's house, there was like 3 of us, and we had the PlayStation 2 set up with GTA 3 that just come out, and we'd play, and like when you died, the next person would get a go. And we were ordering pizza, we had Cokes on the go. We're like, how would I have been? Let me see. When was GTA 3 released? Because I'm just genuinely curious about this now. I'm taking a little trip down memory lane. Holy moly, 22nd of October 2001. So 4 days after my 10th birthday. So I remember like I had to get my mum to buy it for me because I was 10, right? So I wasn't old enough to buy it because you had to be a certain age. So we go into the store, and my mum luckily didn't really understand much about the game and stuff like that. Otherwise, I don't think she'd have bought it for me, because like she wouldn't let me watch South Park as a kid, and probably rightly so when you're like, I don't know, 10 or something, right? 9. I can't remember how old, but she wouldn't let me watch it. And yeah, but she didn't really know about it. And I remember her being like, oh, I've heard this game is like really violent and stuff like that. Like, is this all right? And I was like, oh yeah, mum, it's fine. Yeah, it's all good, you know. And we go in, and like it was just so obvious she was buying it for me, and the guy at the store, like, I guess he just didn't care. Yeah, this was back when you had to physically buy games on disc, guys, right? But for anyone who was born like after 2000, this used to be a thing. But yeah, it was just, my mum was like, oh, is this the one that you were talking about? And I was like, yeah, that's it. And she's like, yeah, I'd like to buy this piece. He's like, alrighty. Just didn't care. And so then we took it round. Man, that was like, those were the days. Those were such good days. I remember we played that for like hours and hours. And there was some kind of Crash Bandicoot game where you're like rolling around in a giant cage and you have to like defeat obstacles and not fall off. Anyone know what that game is? But yeah, so we'd just be eating pizza and taking turns on this game for like, I don't know, 12 hours probably, like, you know, like 8 hours, I don't know. A long time. But yeah, it was awesome. That was like peak life right there. Friday night, school's out for the week. Takeaway pizza, a new game to play. that you're just so stoked for. Those are good times. Studmuffin, you're 17. You are a baby, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. It's just really awesome to be that young. Enjoy your youth. It soon goes. Trust me. Yenba, yeah, the update, it's public testing, but you can play it now. Yeah. Hey, that was a story, and we didn't get a bear. Something's gone horribly wrong. But I was thinking about it recently because I was watching Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville talking in an interview, and I was like, man, Jackass was just the best thing. Like, I remember as a kid, we all wanted to go see Jackass at cinema. There was like 15 of us from my year that went to watch it. And so we went and bought like 15 tickets to another movie that was rated for children because none of us were 18, right? And then we just snuck into the Jackass. So you like find a movie that was starting like 20 minutes before the movie the Jackass movie, and then you just kind of wait and sneak into it. Yeah, good times. I don't even know if that would work nowadays, but back in my day, that was how you watched movies that were too old for you. On top of that, we would sometimes get to the cinema at like, say, 10, 11 a.m. in the morning, and we'd stay there till like 6 p.m. at night. We'd buy one movie ticket, we'd all go in, and then we'd watch like 3 or 4 movies. We'd just keep like sneaking into the screens, watching different movies. Like, terrible really, but hey, it's what you do when you're a kid, or what we used to do. But yeah, watching Jackass, I think, I remember just laughing. So like when you're, you know what, let's just do this. When was Jackass 1 released? I don't know if it was 1. April 2000. I was probably too young for that. When was Jackass 2? 2006. Yeah, that's more like it, because 2006 I'd have been 15. That makes sense. So I was 15. It was an 18 movie. Yeah, that would have been the one I snuck in to watch. And that was, yeah, September 2006. But I remember watching that, and yeah, so it was a 15-year-old guy with like, and there was like, yeah, like 10 of us or something went to watch it, maybe. There's a lot of us, and God, it was just the funniest thing when you're that age. Like, I still love them now, and I think they're really funny, but like when you're that age, it's the best. That's awesome, Jerk. The good old GTA top downs. Those are the days. An SX64 portable computer, 26 pounds, a 4-inch screen, and 5 1/4 floppy drive. That's so funny. God, the floppy disks. Oh my God, that takes me back, man. Sounds almost my age, Kaizen, 30, 35. Yeah, I'm 33. I'm 34 in October. October the 18th, I'll be 34. And it's a Saturday night, and I'm going to be in Miami with my mates. So that's a pretty awesome 34th birthday. I'm looking forward to that one. Jerk is 43. I think most people in the Valheim community are a little older, like on average. Obviously, we do have younger people as well. But yeah. SX64 had a color suite. All right, show off. Good times. But yeah, I remember going to arcades to game. I'm that old. I used to love going to the arcades to game. Still kind of like it now. Like, we have a couple of arcades here in Perth, and we'll go and have a few beers and some pizza and do some gaming. I love pinball. I used to be really good at pinball. I'm pretty crap at it now, but I used to play all the time. It's just like anything. I used to be good at it. 8-bit Frogger. Oh my God, Frogger. Yes, I remember playing that. I think I played it on computer though. I think I might have had it on computer. I had it on something. I do remember playing it. It was a good time, that's for sure. Dungeons and Dragons, that's cool. Oh, Mousetrap, yes, Mousetrap, that board game. Oh wait, with a floppy disk. I'm thinking, do you guys know there was like a Mousetrap board game of some kind, and at the end of the game the cage would kind of come down? I think it was like you'd set it up and a ball bearing would kind of roll around and do all this cool stuff, and then the cage would come down and trap the mouse. It was something like that. I'm gonna just have a quick look at this. Like, so Mousetrap board game, because I don't know if I'm right on this. Yeah, here we go. Yes. Oh my God. All right, let me get this on screen for you guys. All right, this right here, that's the game. See that? You'd set it up and this ball bearing would do all this crazy stuff. All right, that was peak gaming experience back then, guys. Let me tell you, those were the days. Where am I going here? This way. 31. Well, I noticed the movie part we did that also here in the Netherlands, 1 ticket and going 5 movies in a day. Yeah. I mean, that's it. Netherlands would have been similar climate to the UK as well. It's like cold and rainy all day, so you just, yeah, go to the cinema. And as a kid, you don't have the money to go to like pay for all these movies, so you just buy a ticket to one, and yeah. And of course, like the people who were like letting you in with the tickets and stuff, they were always kids themselves. They didn't really care, you know, and they wouldn't tell you off and stuff. But I remember it was so funny, like our cinema, we had this new cinema that came to our town, and it was like this big deal. And it basically, like, you'd walk in and get your tickets and stuff on the bottom floor. Then you got these escalators, and right in front of you would be all the confectionery stuff, right? But weirdly, you could only buy that if you had a movie ticket, because you had to like give them your ticket and you'd be allowed in. Then all the confectionery stuff's there. But it had like 2 wings going off, right? So you got like the confectionery stands here, and then these 2 wings that go off to all the different screens like that. So sometimes you had to get from one side across to the other, so you had to like, because there's like the next movie you want to see is in the other wing, right? So you'd have to like sneak past like the confectionery with the staff and the ticket people that were in front of them with the staff, and like get round to the next bit. It's so funny. Good times. We never got caught though, like, or like maybe people knew and just didn't care, right? The people that were working there, but they never ever confronted us. I wouldn't say we did it like loads, but we did it a bit. I must have done it maybe, you know, 5 or 6 times. So yeah, it was a bit. Oh god, I just remember something. Oh man, this was like the worst date I ever had. You know what? I'm gonna tell you that story when we get to the next Black Forest, because this is a good story. It's horrendous for me, but you guys will find it funny, I'm sure. And stories bring bears, right? So that's what we're gonna do. I've never taken an IQ test. No, I don't know what I would score on that. Hopefully, at least average. You know, but yeah, not sure on that one. We made a deal with the person to clean the chairs that we do it with 4 friends, and they let us watch the movie for free labor. That's pretty good. You did it the right way. I was just doing it the way of basically just stealing from the cinema, which you don't think about it when you're a kid, right? But now as an adult, I'm like, yeah, it was probably bad. I shouldn't have done that. So sorry to those people, but hey, the cinema's still going, so I don't think we bankrupted them or anything. But yeah, you don't even really realize that it's wrong as a kid. It's more just a fun challenge to see if you can do it. You know, you don't think about, oh yeah, this is not something you should do. That's my excuse anyway. Average IQ is between 90 and 120. Yeah, I thought, isn't it like 100 is the average? Isn't that the thing? And then it's like, yeah. So no, I've no idea what I would score on that. I don't know if I want to know, because then if it's below average, you're like, oh no, I'm dumb. Well, I don't really care. My life's going all right. Whatever my IQ is doesn't really make a difference, I suppose. But don't you have to pay and go to a place to do it? It's not something you can just do for free online, is it? Right, where's this Black Forest? Up here. We'll go check that one out for bears. Yeah, right. So that same cinema. I was going to tell you this story, right? Oh my goodness. So this was pretty horrendous. I organized a date with this girl, and I must have been about 14 or 15 or something. Still remember her name, Faye. Pretty sure that was her name, Faye. So I'm outside the front of the cinema. We were gonna go watch a movie, and this taxi pulls up out the front of the cinema, and these 3 girls get out, and one of the girls gets out the taxi and just face plants the floor straight away, just boom. And I'm like, oh my god, like, is she okay? And I'm looking. And then I'm like, oh, okay, she's clearly like really drunk. I'm 15, she's also 15, right? And these 2 women help her up, and I'm realizing, oh my god, that's my date, right? My date is like blitzed. Like, it turned out the other 2 women was her mother and her daughter. Sorry, her mother and her sister. Her daughter, god, yeah, it wasn't quite that bad. Her mother and her sister, her older sister, right? And they're like propping her up, helping her walk along. towards me, and I'm like, what is going on here? Like, you know, she's blitzed, drunk. She can't even walk without her parents, you know, her mum and her sister. And they're coming up to me, and I'm just like, oh my god, what do I do here? So I was like, oh hey, you know, I was like, is she okay? And they're like, oh yeah, look, she was a bit nervous about the date, so she had, you know, a couple of drinks. And I was like, a couple of drinks? I was like, I'm not being funny. Like, she can't really stand up. Like, you know, are you sure she's okay? And they're like, yeah, no. I was like, look, it's totally fine, right? We can do this date another time, but maybe, you know, you should take her home and she can sober up. So her mum, who I think won Mother of the Year, said, oh no, we're going out on the town, right? Because her sister was like 18 or older or whatever. So her sister and her mum were going out to go drinking on the town. And they're like, yeah, no, we're not taking her home. We're going out drinking. Kind of like, hey, she's your problem now, right? And I was like, what? Like, you've never met me before. This was our first date. And you're going to leave her with me in this state? Like, what are you doing, right? Like, this is crazy. So they just leave, and she stood there, and I've got to hold on to her. Oh, she's going to fall to the floor. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm thinking, like, what do I do? I literally had no idea what to do. I was like, right, okay, well, if I get her into the cinema, maybe when she's sat down, it'll be dark and she can just sober up a bit over the course of the movie or sleep or something, right? I just, you know, I was a kid. I didn't know what to do. So I'm walking into the cinema, and of course, like 4 of my friends come out from the cinema and walk past me and this girl who is just, you know, when they're like swaying and their eyes are half shut, and I've got to hold on to her to keep her up. And they're like, oh, hey, Ben. I'm like, hey, guys. They're like, how's it going? I'm like, oh, please just leave. And I was like, oh yeah, like, this is the most embarrassing thing ever, right? Like, I've got this super drunk date. So we go into the cinema, and it was like, I can't remember if they gave you, you know, you get seat numbers sometimes, or if it was just sit wherever you like. But either way, I just went straight into the front seats, sat down there so that we could just immediately get to a seat, right? So she sits next to me, obviously, and her head immediately just flops right down into my lap. She's like looking up at me, and she's like, I'm so sorry, I'm really drunk, I'm so, like, really shouting. And we'd got in there kind of late, so the movie was like, but I think the movie had already started, or it was like the movie trailers or whatever, but it's like not an appropriate time to be shouting out in the movie. And I'm like, look, it's fine, just please shut up, basically, right? Because people are going to be pissed off at us that we're making all this noise and stuff. And she wouldn't shut up. She just kept shouting how sorry she was. I was like, right, we're leaving. So I just like said, come on, we're going. Held on to her, took her outside. I was like, right, where's your phone? I need to call your mum. So she said, oh, my phone's in my bag, right? And gave me her bag. I don't think she was like capable of getting out herself. So I like stood her against the wall, and I was going through her bag to get her phone, and she just slid down the wall because she was so drunk. She just couldn't stand. So, oh my God. So got her phone. I called her mum, and I was like, look, your daughter is super drunk. She cannot stand up. She's literally like on the floor right now in a heap. Like, you need to come get her. And she said, oh, I'll just put her in a taxi and send her home. And I was like, well, do you not want to come? Like, the town, by the way, is like a 5 to 10 minute taxi ride away. Like, her mum could have been there in literally like 10 minutes, right? And she didn't want to come. She wouldn't come and get her. She was like, yeah, no, just put her in a taxi instead. And I was like, do you want me to put your drunk, like not drunk, like blitz drunk 15-year-old daughter in just a random taxi, right? And send her home? Like, this is not a good thing to do at all. Like, but her mum wouldn't come get her. So fortunately, we had a family friend who was a taxi driver. So I called him and explained the situation. He was like, yeah, no problem. I'll be there as soon as I can, kind of thing. He came pick her up, so I at least knew that she was going to be safe, right, and taken home properly. And yeah, and that was my date. that was my 15-year-old experience of a date, and it was not a good date at all. But yeah, I mean, that mother, that's crazy, right? To leave your daughter like that. So yeah, that was a fun time. And that was yeah, that was not one that was great. How did the second date go? Well, funny you should ask. I actually did meet her again, and I did it because So she was messaging me afterwards, like the next day or whatever, right? And she was like mortified, embarrassed, right? And she said, look, I only wanted to have like a drink before the date, but my mum and my sister kind of got me, you know, drinking more and stuff like that. And they said it would be fine, and it wasn't. And I was like, having briefly met her mum and sister, I was like, you know what? I believe that. Like, yeah, they probably were, you know, a bad influence on her and whatever. And she was like, look, I'd really like to meet you again, and I promise I won't drink at all, you know, before I get there. Stuff like that. She was like, we'll just do a lunch or something. So we did. Nothing came of it, but like I kind of felt sorry for her, so I met her again. And I guess I kind of wanted to, like, look, don't worry about it. It's okay. Because I just felt more sorry for her than anything. I think it was more her mum and sister's fault, who were like, just, yeah, a bad influence. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, hopefully she's doing all right, Pin. Hopefully she's good. Not the best experience for either of us on that day, but my hometown in England is kind of a rough place, and there is a lot of problems there with alcohol and drugs and stuff like that, unfortunately. So, yeah. X ASAP Willie. Okay, thanks for the follow. Interesting name. Yeah, so who is it said there? Piotr, sorry, is that how I say it? This is Adrenaline. It's new to the game, but you have to be in the public test branch if you want to experience that, because these haven't been released as like a full release yet. And you can go to the Valheim Discord and sign up for the public test branch there if you wish. But yeah, that's how you're gonna do that. So yeah, so I did give her a second date, but it was but that was that. But she honestly, she was actually a nice enough girl. Like, she was 15, guys, right? She was a kid. I think the blame here has to go on the adults that were around her that were kind of enabling or even encouraging that behavior. Also, I will say drinking culture in England is a bit different. And at 15, I was drinking myself. I would go out and get served in bars, as would most of my friends. Like, it was weird if you didn't go out at that age. We all had fake IDs and stuff. It was just the dumb thing. But you're going back like 18 years ago to when I was 15, and to the English culture, which is kind of a, yeah, it's a different thing to, I'd say, most places. So there is also that to consider. So Peter, yeah, so it should be out soon, next few weeks. It should come out. Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why we moved to live here in sunny Australia, because my hometown in England was not the best place. Sounds like Birmingham. I think a lot of England's the same, to be honest. I think with the culture of drinking and stuff there, a lot of it's the same. I think there's a lot of rough places in England as well. I am going to a black forest. We're hunting bears, so I'm just trying all different black forests. We've had a fair bit of luck. We've killed a lot of bears, but we haven't been able to get the trophy yet, which we'd really like. So yeah, I'm just going to keep trying different black forests and see if I can get a trophy, basically. The bear trophy. I'd really like to get a couple of them, because then I could make a bear rug as well, but they are pretty difficult to get, so we'll have to see. I never got ID checked until I was 18, legal at the time. Yeah, well, growing up in England, 18 was the legal age, but at 15, most people could get him. It's so funny, though. I remember one time, we went to this bar, and there was like 20 of us, and we're all 15, and we all got in, apart from this one girl, and she got ID'd, and the guy was like, nope, you're not coming in. And she just tried to run past the bouncer into the bar, which, oh, there's a bear. Awesome. And I was like, yeah, that's obviously not going to work. And she had a ponytail. And the dude literally, as she was running past, like reached out, grabbed her ponytail and got a good hold on it. And she kind of fell from like the head first backwards, this poor girl, in front of like all of her friends and stuff as well. So I'm sure she was crazy embarrassed. But yeah, that's a lesson there. Don't try to run past bouncers. It's just, yeah, weird one. Boom, there we go. Come on. Let's see if we get a trophy from you. Oh, this is supposed to be the trophy bear, actually. Let's see. Let's see if I was right. You know what? Stand up here. All right, when I can. Yep. Stand up here. Let's see about the trophy. I was predicting this bear. Damn it. No trophy. Still, right on the edge of the forest, and we got that, so that's cool. Up here, yeah, this is bears, man. You haven't seen the update? Gotta watch my vid. Yeah, no, there's we've done a few bear fights in this stream. They are awesome. Scary, but awesome. Right, what am I doing here? Let's see. We're looking for bears. I wonder if they come out more in the rain. Probably doesn't affect their spawn rates at all. OG Crimson, how long do I plan on being live? Then I just come from work. Got a bit to go and got to join the stream. Hope your work went okay. Not sure how long I'll be live for. Probably at least another hour, but we'll just see how we go, I guess. Hello, Izzy, by the way. Izzy Ling. First time chat on Twitch. Appreciate you being here. It's been nice getting some good numbers when we're streaming lately. Cross platforms, we're on about 160 people right now, something like that. So thank you, all of you, for the support. Makes my life a lot easier when we're streaming, because the more people that are here, and you guys are giving me stuff to talk about, which is good. I haven't obtained ectoplasm in this world yet because we're not really at that stage. Actually, we can get it from ghosts, can't we? Oh man, I should have gone to some of those burial chambers I was finding. Alright, so we'll do that after I've done this Black Forest. We'll go and explore. Actually, you know what? There might be. I'll check any burial chambers I come across in here. And we can go see the new ghosts, and we can get, yeah, ectoplasm. I didn't even think about that, but that's actually a good shout. So Finn and Height, thank you for that. Good suggestion. Living Radar is such a pain. Need some more likes on YouTube. Drop up those likes. Let's go. I appreciate the views. Anything else is a bonus. I'm enjoying the bear fights though. They're pretty good. Starting to get better at them as well. The one I did in the oh, hold on, skeletons. There should be a burial chamber around here. And if it's skeletons, then probably we haven't killed them yet. Yeah, in the video I made about the update, I died to the bear. That was genuine. I was genuinely just trying to fight it and I died. To be fair, like, I'm wearing better gear and stuff now than I was in that video because I was trying to do it with Black Forest gear, whereas now I'm wearing like iron and stuff. So yeah, alright, I'll just kill this skeleton, but around here somewhere there could well be a burial chamber. We just keep looking, I guess. YouTube is my main occupation, yes. I've been YouTubing for about, is it 7.5 years or something, and I've been full-time for about 3 or 4, which you know, I'm fortunate enough to do through the YouTube ad income, and then people who support me on Patreon, and like if I do live streams, donations and stuff like that, so all that stuff. So yeah, talking of which, that was good timing, Mark, with the 5 US, and that's his way of dropping a like. Well,
Mark
likes like that are very appreciated.
NGNT donated $5 through Super Chat. Like.
Love the TTS like. Yeah, thanks very much, Mark. Much appreciated. But yeah, so that's basically my income. When can you craft? Oh, so the ectoplasm, is it? I think it might be used in one of the new vials, and then I'm not sure what else it's used in. It's literally just came out yesterday, so I haven't got the grips with everything. Oh, I missed a burial back here, did I? Oh, that was stupid. How did I manage that? I was distracted with kindness of donations up on the hill. All right, let's see if we can find it. You sure it wasn't just one of those little I don't even know what they're really called. The little rock formation things that look like a small burial chamber. Well, we'll keep looking. Oh, Helga Blue, if you're still here, thanks for the follow. I don't know if I gave you a shout out for that follow. I think I might have missed it. But I do appreciate it. If you're still here, thank you. Oh, Battle Brother. Is it used for that, is it? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about all the recipes just yet. kind of figuring them out as we go. Okay, I don't know. Oh, hello. Another skeleton. Burial chamber around here, maybe? Keep finding just one skeleton, and it's hard to know if that's a burial chamber. That's it there, isn't it? 360 no scope, and in we go. Oh, look, there's trees in the way. That's odd. Also, is there a... Yeah, another dude up here. Pain in the ass. Dolmen, that's the name, Double Vision. Thank you, yes, the Dolmen. We might have lost the other one, but we got this one. We're all good. I don't think I've been into this one, because we have to remove a tree just to get in there, so I assume I haven't. Alright, let's see. Who wants it? Now, I think the ghost trophy is a rare drop. I think it's about a 1 in 20. Oh, wow, our inventory is full. That's not helpful. Alright, let's see. When I find the chest, maybe I'll try... Oh, hi, guys. Do you know what? The club would be better, wouldn't it? What is... That is not... That's an evil bone part right there. Oh, 2-star. Right, let's just go and drop a load of stuff in this corner. Like, I can get more of all of this stuff quite easily. So let's get rid of all of that. Yeah, we don't need 2 of them either. Because we want to get the loot from here, right? Especially, like, if we do find a ghost, that'll be all new drops. At this stage as well, we don't currently have a thingy spawner set up. A Smelting spawner. So actually getting Smelting cores from here wouldn't be a terrible thing either. What's my favorite weapon in the game? I don't know the name of it. The flaming sword? Yeah, what is that called again? Oh, that's going to annoy me. Someone will tell me. I can't think of the name of it. But that's probably my favorite weapon too, which is a bit of a boring answer, I'm afraid. But yeah, it's just... It's a sword that's on fire. What's there not to like? Is it the Nivrok? It's not Nivrok. What am I talking about? I don't know. Someone's going to tell me in a minute. Was that... Oh, no, I thought it was a ghost. It was an evil vampire. Oh, of course. Ghosts have a new thing now as well. So it's not going to look like that anyway. Oh, look. We actually got a new Elder spawn point. That's cool. Found a second one. The Dernwin. That's it. Dernwin. That's the sword I like. What about magic? Oh, yeah. Magic's pretty cool. I did like when they added that to the game. I think the troll staff's pretty cool, where we spawn that, like, undead troll thing that fights for us. That's pretty awesome. Damn. All this stuff here. Alright. Feathers are more important than bones. So we're going to take them. But if we do find a ghost, we're going to need to clear our inventory. Yeah, the troll staff's pretty good. What else? The arbalist, the crossbow thing's pretty cool. I know that's not magic, but that is pretty cool. But I think as well, it depends what you're doing, right? Like, the iron mace is an awesome weapon, just for... You take down bone mass with it. Pretty big progression point. And you can rinse your way through blobs and skeletons. Alright, no ghost in this one. See, the ghost is like a 1 in 20 drop rate. And I think you find a ghost in a burial chamber about 1 in every 2 or 3, right? It's definitely not every one. So, yeah, it's going to be hard to get those trophies. Peter, I'm mostly looking for bears, but, I'll use my light for up myself. But while I was here, we were looking for ghosts as well. So if we see a ghost, it'd be cool to kill one. Looks like we're about to find another burial chamber, but it's nighttime, which makes it hard. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. That was so hard. Right, here we go. Maybe there's a ghost in this one. Throw out the flattening hoe. I like that you called it the flattening hoe. It's not just a hoe, it is a flattening hoe. Yeah, we could do. You know what? This is actually perfectly fine against the skeletons. We don't need to. Although, the club is good for the spawners, I suppose. Is that... it's a door there. Alright, let's go through. Not much going on here. Let's go through that door in a minute. First, we'll take everything we can from here. Hey. Yeah, alright. We probably could make up another hoe, to be fair. I'll forget to do it. That's my problem. Throw out all the bear drops. Just kidding, of course. Was there... Yeah, I can take that. It's an evil bone pile. Let's equip that. Oh, jeez. Hi. rancid remains there. Did he drop a trophy at all? No. Okay. Don't want to miss any rancid remains trophies, but I don't mind about the bones. Smelting cores we definitely want, and all this treasure stuff, because it is quite rare. Let's see, so we actually got 6 smelting cores from this so far. That's pretty good. Fair enough, Granite. You can say ho in my channel. We're all about the hoes. Oh boy. Lots of skeletons. Another little chamber here. We're getting some good stuff. Like how many cores we're getting. 9 out of 10. Let's go. Take all of you. We really need to get back to our base soon, though. I'll sort of head back there, and then I'll kill any bears on the way, and then we'll try another Black Forest or something. Can you now hit leeches with a spear? I have no idea. Anyone know that? Could you not hit them with a spear before? Is that a thing? Alright, is that? There's a little room here. Another core. Perfect. 10 out. Oh, wait. Now we got 11. Might have to leave that one because I don't know what else we could drop at this rate. I mean, skeleton trophy. Yeah, no, because we can make a core farm pretty easily, right? So we're going to have to start ahead. Oh, wait. That one's on the floor. I don't like that. It's going to despawn. Let's throw that out. And let's put that in the chest. And we'll come back for it one day. Maybe. Maybe, maybe. Beyond Harold, thank you so much, man. Weirdly, my Tropico 6 full playthrough video that I did just started popping off, like, just randomly. It recently started doing really, really well, which was cool. It's a really fun game, Tropico, as far as city builders go. It's very unique and very fun. So if you guys are looking for a new city builder, I would definitely recommend that one. Wow, Dzbanowski, thanks for the follow. I don't know if I said your name right, but appreciate it either way. You think if your stats in the game are all maxed out and you were in real life, do you think they would be the strongest, most athletic in the world? It's an interesting question. Yeah, probably. Because, like, right now, my stats are nowhere near maxed out, right? And I'm, like, sprinting through this really difficult terrain. What the... Something just fall behind me? I swear I just heard something. That was creepy. Yeah, like this would be really difficult in real life to like run, and look at the jump I've got on me. This is an athlete right here, right? So then you take into account you can fight things like bone mass and win with like a mace and a shield. Like, yeah, that's got to be one of the strongest humans in real life already, right? And we can carry like 300 kilos, and then we put a belt on, we can carry 450. And then we got abilities now, like the boss abilities we can use to carry more. So we can carry like 750 max carry weight now. That's pretty... That's like... Can a human even lift 750? Actually, didn't the beast lift like a ton? Like 1,000 kilos? Was it 1,000 kilograms? That sounds like a lot. I'm going to check this out. Heaviest weight ever lifted. Whoa! Some dude lifted 2,422 kilograms in 1993. What? That is insane. Maybe not the strongest. That is insane. Hello, Gamer Empire. How you doing? What are my skills now? This. Look, I got dodge. This is the new skill. We're on 3. Let's go. 500 kilograms? Dude, Google it. Apparently it's 2,400 kilos is the heaviest weight a human's ever lifted. That's like mad. That's just so heavy. In fact, hold on. I'm going to go like weight of a car. Yeah, that's literally like he lifted more than a car. The dude can lift a car. That's like Superman. Jeez, that is insane. But could he run and jump? Well, that's true, actually. Yeah, all round, he'd probably be better here, right? Because you could have all that strength, but you could also do all the running and jumping and fighting skills as well. Archery, you got the lot. Superhuman strength is a real thing. Yeah, that's true actually, Sergeant. Yeah, we talked about that when I was studying psychology, which they put it down to like adrenaline rush and stuff like that. But yeah, mothers who have somehow been able to lift a car to save their trapped child, which is wild. Yeah. What humans are actually capable of when it comes to it is pretty insane. It's very cool. Look at this. Just got this army of douchebags. No, that's 2 tons. So 1 ton is 1,000 kilograms. So 2,400 is 2.4 tons this guy lifted, according to Google. Which I believe to be correct. It's saying when he did it in his name and stuff. It's obviously some sort of record. That's just crazy. There, you're all dead and I can't pick up your drops. You all suck. So run home. For a deadlift, what was the world record for the deadlift then? I thought that was deadlift, but maybe it wasn't. 2,000 kilograms is 2 metric tons. Yeah, it's a lot. Like personally, I can only lift about half that. Gotta say though, like it's obviously like a very good thing to prioritize your health and fitness and go to the gym and work out and be strong and all that stuff, but I wouldn't want to look like the bodybuilders do. You know, those massive dudes, like you're like Arnold Schwarzenegger or The Rock or something like that. I wouldn't want to look like that. I feel like it's not a good look. Like I respect how much they've put into doing what they do to get that big and to lift that heavy and stuff. Like good on them for that, but I just don't think it's a great aesthetic. I don't know. Also to me, like there would be no point being that strong if you're completely unfit and couldn't go and run for 30 minutes. Like, you know, if you're going to train, I think cardio is a really important part of that as well. That's what I've been doing a lot of that recently. For those who don't know, I've been on a bit of a health and fitness journey. Currently down 14.5-ish kilos. I think about 30 pounds for you Americans in the last 11 weeks. So I'm making pretty good progress and stuff. Yeah, to me, like I like to do a bit of cardio while I'm there. Not that I'm like Mr. Fit all of a sudden because I've done 11 weeks of progress, but I'm just saying like long term going forward, that would be where I'd want to be like working on to. Those people take steroids and that's not health. Well, that's, yeah, I mean, if you're taking steroids, that's true. That's not like a natural way of doing that, which is also an issue. A lot of issues around steroid use, of course. I'm happy with the athletic build. Do you mean like Arnold Schwarzenegger though, or like I don't know, who's a celebrity who's like ripped? Like Jason Momoa maybe would be a good example, right? He's a big dude and he's built, but he's not like The Rock, is he? Or is he? Maybe he is. I haven't seen much of him. All right, we can get home and leave all these stupid gradles behind us. Thank you, Pin. I certainly plan to. Next Wednesday will be 12 weeks, and I set myself a 12-week challenge because I'm then going away for like a 5-day trip to see a friend over east and stuff. And so, yeah, and then I'll get back into it when I'm back. But yeah, so far so good. Certainly feels good to be heading in the right direction with that. I've been gymming like 5 times a week as well. So obviously I'm getting fitter and stronger, and that feels good too. Just it's very good for your mental health as well to be doing that sort of thing, which is one of the biggest benefits, I would say. The V taper build. The V taper build. It's like shred like a Cristiano Ronaldo type of thing, is it? Any advice for someone who wants to get back into Valheim and possibly start a server with friends? Once you've watched all my videos, then you should. I mean, my advice would just be do it, right? I mean, it's an awesome game. See if you got some friends that want to do it. You can use my Discord to try and find people as well if you like. And in terms of servers, I think like they're a great idea. But it can be, you need people to be playing and be active, right? So you want to try and make sure you've got people who are going to be playing the game at the same time you are. Because if you've got a friend who's in England and because of the time difference, you guys are never online together, it's kind of like pointless. Yeah, Gabe, it's just a little joke. Come on, I got a little plug here and there. Yeah, and I do also have a server. I've got 2 servers that you can join. One of them is free, one of them is through my Patreon. If you want to do that, all the stuff is in my Discord for the free one, or if you want more information on the paid one. The free one is like a modded Valheim thing. The paid one is a vanilla plus experience. You don't need any mods to come on and enjoy. So I will give that a little plug. We had a couple new members join in the last couple of days, which is cool. We got about 60 people that play on there, so it's a pretty active and busy server with whatever time zone you're on. Might as well plant these. I've been meaning to do this all stream, but we're doing bear stuff. We're going to get back to bear stuff in a second. I'd really love to be able to get 1 bear head just so I can make up. Hopefully it is only 1 bear head we need to make up the armor. I'd really love to make the bear armor up. The Beast Eddie Hall. Yeah, he's a massive dude. And look, I think that there's a good thing about the pursuit of wanting to be that strong and fit and stuff. I get that. I'm just, me personally, I wouldn't want to look like him. I don't think like the Cristiano Ronaldo look is like, oh yeah, I get the appeal, right? The guy's like shredded and, you know, he's a real athlete and stuff. But also, like, each to their own. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just talking about me personally. Right, I'll be back in just a second. I won't put the BRB screen on because I realized before I got the wrong one on. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec though. Hello. Just out of interest, did anybody like join the stream when I was away then and stay here? If so, you're a legend for doing that. All right, let's just keep getting our rested buff, then we'll go and do some Black Forest stuff. Bear trophies await us. They are there somewhere. They gotta be. Actually, let's just see if I can sleep. No, okay, all right. There we go, rested buff. Commercials ended when you were away. Yeah, sure. We'll count that. What's the death? I haven't died this stream because I'm a pro Valheimer. I don't die. People who are here in all my streams will tell you that I just never die. Right, you know what? Let's take a load of stuff out of our inventory, right? Because for some reason, I'm taking my gardening thing with me, which we don't want, as well as a load of other crap that we don't want. So I don't need you. I don't need you. Probably. I'm not really using my bow, but I should take it. I'll take that for crypts. I'm not really using these, so I'm going to put them away because I'm just trying to save inventory space. Potions, I don't need them. We just keep filling up our inventory and it's getting frustrating. I don't need these fire arrows. We've got these other ones for now. Let's put that up there, that there. Yeah, that's way better, right? We've got much more space. I'm just going to do this. I almost rage quit playing the custom mod pack. Yeah, I guess I kind of did. That was pretty unfortunate, but come on. Yeah, that was bad. I was getting so unlucky on that, I swear. That was just crazy. All right, we're trying this Black Forest again, and also if I do stumble across a burial chamber that I think I haven't done in this Black Forest, then we shall take a look at that too. What is that? No, okay. How often will I stream this Valheim series? So next Wednesday I go away for like 5 days. Then I'm back for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then I'm going away for 3 weeks. So I'm a bit on. Oh, bear. I'll come back to that. Oh, bang! Look at that. That's how you damage a bear. Sneak up on him and just go ham. Oh yeah, boy. All right, now I just realized I've got no stamina left, but still, that was a pretty good hit. See, he's really mad at us. I gotta get better at timing those ones where he puts both his hands over his head, those attacks. See, that was just one, that one, and I'm pretty good at it. There we go. We took that bear down. Man, if you see them in advance and sneak up on them like that, it's cool. Shall I see if I can get like a 360 no-scope trophy for the bear? Like, whoa! No, it didn't work. Probably didn't get the trophy either. No. It's worth a try. It probably was not worth a try. But anyway, we move on. Yeah, so I'm away a little bit, but oh, someone wants to see my cat. There we go. I think, is that showing up? My screen's not working properly. So let me know, did that cat show up there? Alley Cat. Also, thanks for watching so long to have all those points and using that up. So I don't like to make too many commitments and stuff that I'm not going to keep, but I'll stream when I can. I'm going to have to make, well, have to, I want to as well, but make some videos as well for the update because a lot of stuff to go through. Mine just slept in the same charming position. Cats are hilarious. Love our cats. She was actually in here with me at the start of the stream today, which is not like her. And she was swiping at me. Unbelievable. The rudeness. The absolute rudeness of my cat. Does anybody watch Beard Meets Food? He's a pretty big YouTuber. As in big, like got a lot of subscribers and views and stuff. He's in pretty good shape, actually. Very good shape, in fact. He's, yeah. Anyone watch him, though? He does, like, food challenges and stuff on YouTube. Find him pretty entertaining to watch. Virtuous Sid, is that your, thing where he does at the start of each video, yeah? Because, yeah, I don't even know how you say it, but it's whatever it is. Yeah, no, he's awesome. See, that one there, I'm not timing right at all for blocking it. I don't know if you can parry it or not, but that one there is pretty easy to parry. Seems like it has quite a large parry length, but yeah. You watch him as well, Stud Muffin? He makes you hungry? He does. He makes me hungry as well. I've got to be careful not to watch him before I go to the shops or something. Otherwise, I'll buy all the bad food. But yeah, no, he's pretty entertaining. He's got like the best channel ever. What I mean by that is like he goes to a place and just films himself eating for like half an hour maybe, with like a bit of driving there and a bit of filming the place and all that sort of stuff. But it's such a simple setup, and then he gets to eat this amazing food, right? And then he gets millions and millions of views for it. It's just like the easiest, best channel ever, I swear. Like good on him. Like I think he's an awesome dude, and it's great that he's had the success he's had. I'm not saying it in a negative way. I think it's just like such a cool idea for a channel because it's so super simple, but so successful as well. I did try the bear armor fist attack. We made the bear fists up, and they're really rubbish against bears. So, yeah. But yeah, hopefully we can find a trophy soon. It's been a stream of killing bears. A little bit repetitive. Hopefully you guys don't mind that too much because it is new content at least. Just got to get good. Yeah, maybe. Maybe if I get good, I'll get a trophy. Or maybe I'll be able to fight them with bear claws, I guess. Oh well. Yeah, I think a luck trinket would be nice so that it gives you more drops when you're mining, more loot when you kill mobs, more chance of getting the rarer loot like the trophies and stuff. That'd be a really cool trinket. Alright, the whole forest wants to fight me it seems, so I guess we're going to do that real quick. I want to take down these spawners because we've already got our spawner farm. So we don't need them. And they're just a pain spawning in all these extra mobs for us to deal with when we really just want to do bears. Parry them with 2 claw attacks. Okay, yeah, I guess that would be alright. But I think what I'm doing is working pretty well. When we sneak up on them and hit them with this special attack from the chitin razor thing that I'm using. What do they call this? Abyssal razor? Yeah. It takes them down like half health or something straight away, and then we get a few more hits in, and the secret is seeing them before they see you, like this here. There is a bear. I'm trying to sneak up on him. He's a little bit protected by that bloody rock thing. Has he seen us yet? I don't think he has. He just doesn't see it. Yeah, okay, that didn't work. Alright, never mind. Come on then. You know what would be a nice trinket is a decapitating trinket that makes trophy drops more likely. Oh, again, I mistime that block every time, I swear. Oh my god, and again. Alright, I'm gonna get it one time. Maybe. Alright, do it sooner, guys, and block sooner. Too late to the party every time. That one there I'm getting down, but the other's rubbish. Wasn't that the dagger that you can dual wield? What, this one? No. No, that's the Abyssal Razor. That's just one hand thing. Still no head, I don't think. So that is about 8 or 9 bears killed. I think it's 9, maybe. Hattie and Skull from his sons is the first dual wield. Yeah, that sounds right. Or Fenris claws. Are they technically? Because they're two-handed, aren't they? I don't know. I don't know. You might be right. Oh, did anyone say they've seen either that movie Nobody 2? I watched that last night, or The Naked Gun. I saw that one before as well, like a week ago. Just curious what you guys thought of those movies. Oh, just dagger skill. Yeah, fair enough. Right, burial chamber. See if there's this one. The doors are open, so I've explored it, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Bear claws are now the first fist weapon. Yeah, that's true. Nice addition. Prediction started. Here we go. Someone started a prediction on my Twitch, have they? Win channel points if you make the right prediction. What are we predicting? And who made this? Let's see. I want to do a prediction. Can I do a prediction for anything? Get bear head before killing 20 bears. Wow, okay. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to kill 20 bears in this stream. We're only on about 9. I'll do my best. It really depends on the bears and whether or not they're going to show up for us. We can only hope. What's my bench max, or do I not bench press? No, so what I've been doing is So my main goal when I started my health journey, or whatever you want to call it, was like I wanted to lose weight, and which I've been doing successfully, which is good. But in order to do that, obviously, it's like you need to be in a calorie deficit. And while it's not impossible, it's reasonably difficult to be in a significant calorie deficit and also gain muscle. So when I go to the gym, I'm doing 6 machines. 2 are for legs, 4 are for upper body. But I'm more doing that to try not to lose any muscle mass while I'm cutting weight, rather than trying to gain any muscle mass, because it would basically mean that because I'm on calorie deficit, where I'm averaging around 2,000 calories a day, I'd have to have a very high percentage of that as like vegetables, salad, and then a bit of meat and stuff. But there wouldn't be any room for like cheat meals and stuff like that. But I am having like a cheat meal once a week. I'm finding that's helping to sort of keep me motivated to be like, I can still have some junk food, but it's just way less than I was, you know? And at the end of the day, this isn't like an end goal, right? It's just where I'm at right now. So yeah, because of that, I haven't really tried to like bench press and what can I do and stuff like that. So I do like the chest press machine, and I think I've got that set at like 55 kilos, right? But I'm doing that 5 days a week, so it's by nowhere. Like I reckon my max would be around 80 to 100. It's hard to say because I've not really tried it, like if I was doing that. But if I, you know, and if you talk, it depends as well. If you're talking about like just doing like one lift, it'd probably be like more than that. But if it's like I gotta do like 10 of them, it'd probably be around that, I would have thought. Oh, fair enough, Gamer Empire. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Bosh. Get ourselves a bit of loot. Wait, are we full now? Yeah, I want those feathers. I'm not so worried about that. Let's make some other space as well. We need space for this trophy we're about to pick up. Zach the G says, hey guys, and love the series. Thank you very much. Valheim is one of my favorite games of all time, and my absolute favorite crafty survival. Music's a bit loud. All right, we'll turn that down a little bit. We were having a bit of a party in here before. I'll turn that down a little touch for you there, Zach. Appreciate the feedback, and thanks for watching, man. Barrel chamber, so we might as well do this. Get rid of these guys. Captain Caveman, long-time viewer. I absolutely know that. Your name always takes me back. Part-time commenter. Love the bears. Can't wait to get my hands on them. Yes, good luck. Enjoy. And thank you for being so supportive for such a long time. Always nice to have support for doing this, of course. All right, let's just go ham with this and hopefully we can destroy the bone pile. The Abyssal Razor thing gets through the bone pile fairly well, actually, to be honest. We're getting a ton of treasure. I really need to find Haldor. When I find Haldor, I'm going to be absolutely loaded. I've already got enough money to buy, like, the Meganjord and probably some Ymir flesh and some other stuff, right? And then time I sell all my valuables, man, buy that 3 times over. No problem. Alright, I guess there's not much going on here. Still haven't found a ghost. What's this, like 3 or 4 barrel chambers now? No ghost. So those trophies, ghost trophies, are going to be very hard to come by. It'll take a lot of grinding. Of course, you could always turn your resource drop rate up. And then you'd get more when you did get one. So that you get 2 or 3. Or you can spawn them in. That's always a thing. It'd be great if there was like more trade in the game. So more like maybe things that you could farm and sell. Like if you could sell carrots, for example, and turnips and stuff at a really low price. And you just farm a ton of those up. You sell them to the farmer NPC for money. And then you can buy things like trophies that are rare. Like maybe to get the skeleton trophy as something you can buy, or the ghost trophy says something you can buy, you have to get your first ghost trophy legit. And then it unlocks that trade. That'd be kind of cool. Do they spawn off bone piles? Don't think so. I think it's just skeletons, right, guys? Someone can tell me that. If not, I probably shouldn't have been destroying all these bone piles, but never mind. It is what it is. I did not know that, Stud Muffin. So that's an actual Norse mythology thing, is it? Not just a Valheim thing. That's pretty cool. We like this. Now we can start heading back to the portal, I guess. We got very lucky with the bear spawns early on. They seem to have slowed up a little. Another burial chamber, but the problem we're having is like inventory space, right? It's almost like we need some slots, you know, for armor and trinkets. So I might have to come back and do this one later. Let's make a note of it being here. I should have noted the other one and crossed it off like I'm doing with these as well. Then I know to avoid them and not redo them. Ghost spawns natural in chambers, not from the bone pile. Okay. If I go into a chamber, there's no ghost. If I go back into that chamber later, is it possible there will be a ghost that spawns in there? Or is it like if it didn't spawn the first time, it's never going to spawn? Anybody know that? Anyone got some exciting plans for the weekend? I'm looking forward to out for dinner and a few drinks tomorrow night. I'm watching the English football game. Spurs versus Man City. Should be a good game. I love watching sport. Well, certain sport like that sport. And so it's been on the off season for ages. It only started up again last week, so I'm very happy at the moment. Got my fantasy team going and my bets with friends, and I do a bit of sports betting. Don't recommend that you guys do that, but I do. But yeah, it's I love it when that season's on. Don't think there's gonna be many football fans in here though. Like English football fans, I mean. Probably a few American football fans in here. A Pokemon Go event, awesome. What's the event? What's going on with that? Man, Pokemon is such a cool thing. I remember back in the day having all my cards. You take them into school and trade them with people, and playing the Pokemon red, blue, green, and yellow on your Game Boy. That was so cool. I loved yellow because you got the Pikachu to start, but then it was tough, right? Pikachu's a difficult one to get for the first gym. He does nothing. Brock with his Onyx and his Geode. Wait, Geodude, was it? That's the name, I think. And Thunder it does basically nothing to them. You'd have to train up like a really strong Pidgey or something because you couldn't get any decent Pokemon. Man, it's making me want to play. I might have to, when I go traveling, I might have to do that on the plane. I've got like a 14-hour flight from Sydney to LA. I could do a load of Pokemon. You got school for the weekend. What are you studying? Isn't that a bit odd, school on the weekend? Once the crypt is done, it doesn't reset spawns. I didn't think it did, but I thought I'd check. Sometimes I'm wrong on stuff. All good. We'll just keep exploring new ones. But yeah, so I'm doing that tomorrow night, and other than that, a nice chill weekend for me, I think. Bit of gaming, probably, especially on Sunday. Are the combat changes already implemented in the test build? Yeah, they're in the public test branch build. So if you've got access to that, then you should have all the new stuff, yeah. Oh, online college. Okay, what are you studying? Hunt down a Nidoran for the double kick? I don't... On Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow, those ones, I don't think you can get a Nidoran before the first gym, right? Oh, wait, actually, maybe you can in the grass by the, you know, if you were heading towards the Elite Four. Is it the Elite Four or the Elite 5? Or... Man, this is... I used to know this. I used to know this stuff. I'm annoyed. Anyway, isn't there in the grasslands there? It's like a rare chance or something. It's a global Go Fest finale 2-day event. And those cards you use probably worth money today in good condition. Yeah, I've still got them. Some of them might be My Charizard was a fake. My dad, in England, there's always some dodgy trader who can just get you like anything you want for 20 quid. A new fridge freezer, a new telly, a holiday for 4 to Spain, 50 quid in cash, whatever it is, he would get you it for 20 quid. But yeah, my dad managed to, he said to someone, oh yeah, my son's looking, he's into his Pokemon to Charizard, and the guy's like, oh yeah, I can get you one of those. Got me a fake one. Hey, I was a kid, I didn't care. Well, none of my friends knew it was fake. I don't think I even knew it was fake until I remember looking back at it and being like, yeah, there's no way that was real because they were super rare. So I had a nice fake Charizard. But I still liked him. I still liked him, guys, alright? It's my shiny I think he was shiny. Might have been a shiny, I'm not sure. But he was a Charizard. Which was my favorite Pokemon growing up, I think. Maybe close second to Pikachu. I think Pikachu's everyone's favorite, but then after that. Well, I really liked Kadabra, and I really liked Mew as well. Oh, and Voltrez was good. Oh, and Gyarados. Gyarados might have been my favorite. This is where my gaming obsession started. Game Boy Black and White, Pokemon Yellow, Green, Blue, whatever, those ones. It wasn't green, was there? Actually, was there green? There was Pokemon Red for sure. I remember that because it had Charizard on the game cartridge. And as my favorite Pokemon, I was like, yeah, I want that. Or maybe it was Charmander. It was one of them. But I liked that whole family of Pokemon. So I was like, I want Red. And it was definitely blue because it was Blastoise. Oh, yeah, no. Green and yellow. Yeah, no. There is. Yeah. You made some of your own Magic the Gathering cards because you were poor. That is awesome. I love that. Did they work? Did people think they were real? Frez, I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure about that one. There was green? Yeah, I thought there was. Green was Japan. What do you mean it was Japan? Right. Treasure. Yeah, that's it. Oh, actually. Right at the end there, I thought that I have some blueberries in here. I'm going to do a much better storage system in my main base. This little base has been nice, though, actually. I've quite liked it as a little build for us to live in at the start. It's been reasonably nice. Friends let you play. That's awesome. That's true friends there. Isn't Magic the Gathering like super expensive to get into because you need to buy like a ton of cards and stuff? I've never really like got into it, but I swear someone said that to me about it. Yeah, look how much coins we got here. Because we got 1,000 here, or 999 here. So we are loaded. I'm minted in Valheim. Trophies. Oh, there is another food thing, alright. My favorite Pokemon is Diglett. Yeah. Oh my god. And the progression, Dugtrio. I remember grinding that little tunnel. Where you'd get the Digletts and Dugtrios, and just grinding it forever, trying to find a Dugtrio. Because I knew the rare candy cheat, so you could also do it with Master Balls. You could do it with any item in the game, but like, so you'd have an infinite amount of Master Balls, an infinite amount of rare candies. That's so bad. Such a little cheater I was as a kid. So I'd just go in there and like grind out until I saw a Dugtrio, Master Ball, Bosh. Got him. Yellow, blue, and red were global, and green was only in Japan because it was the true first Pokemon game. Weird. I thought I owned green, but maybe I didn't then. If it was only in Japan, I guess I couldn't have. Just Sneak Seas. Thanks for the follow. What would I need to do now? We want more bears. We could do with some more food here. So let's grab a full amount of you. We need a bit of wood here as well. Yep, 2 will do. So we'll put you in there, you in there. What? Yeah, I'm trying to just, like, yeah, thank you. Alright, I think that's all of them. Then we want to make up a load of this and a load of this. Magic the Gathering can be, but Pokemon is insane at the moment. I bought a card. Wow, really? Are you going to sell it? I would have to sell that, I think. Unless you really want the card, I guess, if you're really into collecting. That's awesome, man. $1,000. Jeez. How much did it cost you to get as well? Like probably like $10 or something, right? Isn't it like you buy these random decks of cards or something? So it wouldn't cost you loads. What? Yeah, pick it up. Thank you. Right, there we go. Loads of food now to be going off with, which is good. Robotics engineering, stud muffin. That's awesome. That sounds like it's a growth industry as well, right? Like something that you'll be hopefully good with for a very long time. Grading it and probably selling. Yeah, I think I'd have to, man. For $1,000, jeez, that's like a holiday right there. $25 for the pack. That's a hell of an investment. What card was it then? What card is worth that? We need to go to another Black Forest. I'll try the Elder again. We only tried it the once, right? I don't know. I don't want to one and done it. Maybe it's going to be our lucky biome now. We'll see. Okay, what am I doing here? I remember as well, I wanted to go to this Pokemon trading card event in my town, and my dad took me there. He knew nothing about Pokemon cards. He was just there to, like, you know, I was a kid, so I couldn't go on my own. And I got chatting with this guy who wanted to do this trade, and I didn't want to do the trade, but he was like 30 and I was like 10, and I felt like I had to do it. So I was like, oh, okay. And we did this trade, and I was just upset about it. I can't remember what the trade was now, but I think he stitched me up. I think it was like he got my Blastoise for his Raichu or something like that, right? And I was like, this is a terrible trade. I don't want to do it, but like, yeah, I felt like I had to. I didn't understand that you could say no. It's so stupid. Umbreon from Prismatic Evolutions. Doesn't mean much to me, to be honest, but that's awesome though. Oh, bear. Hey, look at that. We did one. Alright, maybe we just can't block that or something. It's just like AoE. I know we can block that attack with a two-handed one. Right, yeah. So I'm not doing very well at it. So we just have to like block when that happens, I guess, and just not miss a dude. Let's get the upper hand as well. There we go. Another one down. I got a good feeling about this one. I got a trophy feeling about this bear. Look at him. He's lying with his little head on the rock like a little pillow. Hopefully that head's about to come off. Yes, we did. Oh my god, I said it. I said I had the lucky feeling. Boom. Give me that right there. Look at that. Rug, headdress, and a pendant all unlocked. New trinket. Let's go. I knew we should try the older one again. It's a newer set. Yeah, fair enough. I was into Pokemon loads as a kid. I haven't done much about the newer ones. I don't know much about the newer Pokemon games or the newer Pokemon or whatever. I did that Pokemon Go. That's the thing, isn't it? Where you walk around and you find the Pokemon in real life. I did that for a while because I was like, oh, it could be kind of healthy as well, right? Go out walking around for a couple of hours and playing a game at the same time. And I was into it for a little bit, like a couple of weeks, and then I just kind of got bored of it or something, I guess. But yeah, I did a little bit of that. Thought it was a cool idea, actually, as a game where it's like encouraging people to be active whilst they're playing a pretty awesome game as well. But yeah, I remember as a kid I used to like watch the cartoon and everything. It used to be so cool. I think like I was one of those kids who, like, when I played Pokemon on the Game Boy, like, it would ask you to what your name was, and I would call myself Ash because I wanted to be like Ash Ketchum, obviously, from the actual series. Oh man, I was such a cool kid. And I remember, like, Pokemon cards got banned from my school when I was like 9 or something, and I remember a teacher was talking about it to us, and she was like, yeah, like, it's just a fad and you guys are going crazy. Like, it was causing loads of problems because, like, people were stealing cards off other people, like, because we're all kids, right? So when you're kids, you're all just idiots. So everyone's stealing cards and then doing trades, and then, like, actually, I don't want to do this trade. Well, it's too late, you've done it. And then, like, telling the teacher and be like, I want to trade back, and he won't trade back, and all this kind of stuff. So it was just causing like a ton of problems. So they banned them from our school. And the teacher said how, oh, it's just a fad. And little 9-year-old Ben was like, oh, what does she know? Like, she's an idiot. There's no way this is a fad. We're going to be doing this forever. She just doesn't understand. It's the next big thing. Little kid, I thought I knew it all. I certainly did not. I was a bit cheeky to her, but she was a total bitch. As an adult looking back now, I'm like, you were basically torturing kids. I'll tell you like one story about this. We used to have this kid in my class who used to wet himself, right? He had a problem. And that's like a really unfortunate thing for a kid, right? Very embarrassing. And of course, like other kids would pick on him and stuff. Like, not me, I want to say, like, I was never a bully. I was bullied, but I was never do the bullying, which is good. Anyway, so kids would pick on him, of course. And like, he'd put his hand up and ask to go to the toilet, and she would just say no. She wouldn't let him go to the toilet. And then he'd wet himself. And I'm like, you bitch, like, just let the kid, like, the kid has a bladder problem. Like, this would happen a couple times a week, every week. It was that age where you have like one teacher, and she was our teacher for like 90% of our classes, but not like PE or music or something, but everything else was with her, you know? And so she'd just make him sit there and wet himself, and then poor kid would be like crying. It was awful. Like, when you look back as an adult, you're like, yeah, you were like just a total bitch. I hate you. But as a kid, obviously, you're like powerless. Troll, let's go. Your school banned them because kids were gambling with them? That's crazy. Yeah, that's not good. Don't be gambling with Pokemon cards. The Crazy Ivan, thanks for the follow. I was right in a way because Pokemon was more popular than ever. This is true. Yeah, I kind of was right. You're right. There we go. I'm just going to call you MG. Thanks for the follow. I'm not going to try and say all those letters. I don't know what that is, but thanks for the follow. Someone said something here as well. So bears are in the game right now. Yes, if you do public test branch, which you can do through the Valheim Discord if you want to know more of that. And what's my thoughts on the update so far? I love it. I think it's awesome. Yeah, trinkets, fantastic addition. The adrenaline system, I think, is, yeah, it's a cool way to implement them as well, so I'm on board with that. The bears are probably the biggest talking point, and I love them. I think they're so cool. I love the bear rug. I really like the bear armor, even though apparently that's an incorrect opinion to have, but I really like it. So yeah, no, I love the update. Yeah, I think it's awesome. All right, well, we got one bear from here. Importantly, we did get the bear head. So I think now it's bear armor time, guys. Let's go check this out. Oh, really? People went crazy for Tickle Me Elmo? Maybe I was a bit too old for that and missed it or something. I don't remember that being a thing for me. All right, grab all this and wait, we're in the wrong place. Here's where we want to be. All right, this gets made first for sure. Oh, we need blueberries, that's why. It's so cool that you need blueberries for bear armor. I actually really love that. So, yeah, we're making this one up first because I love this. Look at this. Oh, yes. And now when we fight the next bear, he's going to see that and know that we've killed one of his kin. So it's going to intimidate him, right? If we go full bear armor, which is my plan, then he'll really know that we mean business. What part of Pokemon do I think was the funniest? The funniest? Pokemon wasn't really a funny thing, was it? It was more just kind of a... It was a fun thing. Look at that. I love this armor. With the blue paint and stuff. Yeah. Right, what can we upgrade here? Oh, wow, we can actually upgrade the headdress without needing more heads. So I want to just fully upgrade this as much as I can and see what the armor difference is going to be compared to the root armor, which is kind of two better. Maybe, because troll armor, I guess, is probably easier to get than bear armor. I would have thought. So, like, for example, this here gives us armor of 11, whereas this gives us armor of 12. All right, that is pretty good then. So these are all armor of 12, and are these all armor of 11? Wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Now, obviously, you don't get the same set effects as you get from root armor, so there's that as well. But I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with that. And we do get set effect here as well, which is that it increases our damage and regen. It just weakens us as well against damage. But like, all up, I'm thinking this is a pretty big win here with this stuff. So, right, I need to put a load of stuff away now. Let's do that. Yeah, I don't know. What was your funniest thing with Pokemon? I can't think of many funny things that happened with Pokemon. It wasn't really something I think of as like, oh my god, I used to laugh so much or something with Pokemon. It wasn't really like that, was it? 11 armor apiece, but you receive more damage. Yeah, but then I can upgrade it further if I upgrade my workbench as well, right? So then it'd be even more, I think. Hey, Christy, how you going? Enjoying the update? Sure you guys know Gaming with Christy if you're into Valheim, but if you don't, do check out her channel. She makes some awesome content. Not just on Valheim either, she does some other stuff too. A lot of Enshrouded and Bellwright going on over there. I was looking at Bellwright the other day about a game I might get back into, maybe just for fun rather than making content, but it's a pretty good game. I will say that. Where are we here? Did I have... Yeah, so I've made an armor stand. I'd like to make another... Oh, hold on, what have I done there? Oh, for goodness sake. I wish you could take one item off an armor stand. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our root armor there, and our troll armor can go in a box for now. Do I have a box? All right, there we go. Cool. Now, I would also really like to make this, the bear rug. So we want another bear trophy. I think I'll keep trying to do this. Are you guys cool with seeing more bear fights? Might do a few more and end the stream. Yeah, after that. Let's keep doing this one for now. Yeah, Lee, I was kind of thinking the same. It'd be nice if there was bear armor or like maybe some sort of bear cape that protected you from the cold. Yeah, I was literally thinking the same. You know how the wolf cape has the little like wolf head on it? They could have done the same with a bear cape, even though we already have the head there. Or maybe like, oh my god, like bear claws, one on each shoulder for the bear cape as to like how it holds onto your shoulder. How cool is that? Valheim devs, if you're watching, I bet you just thought, wow, Kaizen's come up with a great idea there. Come on. That, I've impressed myself with that. I really like this idea. How cool would that be? I've never played the Altars, no. What's that about? Christy, what type of game is that? Also, bears being added. I wonder if I'll get polar bears in Deep North. Yes, Lee. Yes, I don't know if I commented that on a reply to one of the comments on my video, but I was talking about someone anyway. But yeah, like I was thinking the same. It'd be so awesome. I just love this armor, to be honest. Granite, thank you so much for the €4. Says
Granitro donated €4 through Super Chat. You the answer.
You the answer. I'm so. What's the question? Is yeah. Thanks for the €4 though. Appreciate it. I'm going to Europe next year, so there we go. I got a few euros to be going with now today. I'd love it. What's this game, The Altars? Is it on Steam? I'll check this out. Survival game on Steam. Here we go. Released June this year. All right. Well, it's fairly new, Christy. This is why I haven't played it yet, right? Come on. Does look cool. I'll have to check it out. I'll check it out. What am I saying here? Yeah, in properly half the stream. You're stranded alone at a base in space. In order to survive, you have to create altars of yourself. It's cool. Yeah, it's a unique concept. And it plays well. Hold on, Christy. Are you sponsored by them? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, well, I've figured it out. She's going to drop her referral link in like the next 10 seconds. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I got the answer. What was the... I got the answer to what? What was the question? I'm so confused. Sorry, but I appreciate the donation nonetheless. It'd be funny if Christy actually was sponsored and she was going to drop a referral link, and now she's like, "Shit, no, I can't." Guys would call me out on it. What's going on with you, Christy? I know you took a bit of time off some content. Are you coming back into it now? What are you got any? Are you gonna cover some of the Valheim update? Or actually, you already did, didn't you? You made a Valheim news update video. That's cool. Are you doing more Valheim? About the funniest part of Pokemon? Oh right, okay. But there wasn't any funny parts of it? Is that... That's what I said, I think? Gamer would have removed the link. Savage. Gamers have none of it, Christy. Link is... Funniest moment of Pokemon are all the based Ash moments in Season 1. There's a YouTube. Oh, really? I'm going to have to watch that. I've not seen this. I haven't watched that since I was a kid, so I'd probably find that quite funny, hey? You guys reckon? I'll have to check it out. I did see a meme that was, I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was along the lines of like the professor saying to Ash, like, yeah, you need to just go out and catalog every Pokemon for me. I'm just going to stay here with your mum. Then it was like Ash's mum, and she's like made to look like a smoking hot woman, you know? Like, yeah, you just go out and spend a long time away from here. I'm just going to hang out with your mum. He was dissing Misty a lot already. Oh, of course, Christy, right? How cool is the update? But yeah, good to see you getting back into it. A very underrated content creator, in my opinion, is Christy. I think that she will, if she keeps going, have YouTube as a full-time thing one day. I would hope so. I think you make great content, Christy. As you know, I know I've said this to you before. There is a lot of people who make great content who don't have YouTube as their full-time thing yet, though. It's yeah, it's a surprising one, or maybe it's just, you know, I guess just because I like something doesn't mean everyone does. But I think this discoverability is the hard thing, isn't it? Need to finish my backwards spell right run. That sounds fun. How do you do a backwards run then? It's like you start with a whole town and then you end up just alone in a forest to having destroyed your whole town rather than building it. Yeah, talk me through that concept a little bit. You just aspire to be as cool as me. Well, that's everybody, Christy. Don't worry about that. Story of my life right there. Do I think Shadow Cry is a weak Pokemon? Don't know who Shadow Cry is, I'm afraid. The crappiest Pokemon was Abra. Because when you fought him, all he had was teleport. So you had to try and catch him before he teleported away, which meant you couldn't damage him, so he'd evade your Pokeballs. He cost you a load of Pokeballs. Then you finally catch him, you have to put him in the daycare center so he grows up a bit and is actually of some sort of value to you, so you can go and kill stuff. Wait, where's the cool burial chamber? Where's my like way out of here? I don't think it was there. Maybe it's up there, the fireplace? Try that out. Bears are not mountable in the sense of like you can't put a saddle on and ride them or anything. You can jump on top of them and see a lot. Yo, let's do a bear rodeo. All right, next bear I find, I'm going to set the bear rodeo world record because I guarantee no one's done this in game yet. So we'll try that, but you can't actually mount them. Start in the south in the most dangerous part and don't get Lumbermere to help you begin. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds kind of fun. I like my idea better. Start with a full town and just destroy it over time. It's like it's like a city destroyer instead of a city builder. I've never seen Black Clover. I don't know what that is. Or you need to switch and gain XP. Yeah, that's the other thing where you could do it. But then like you switch and then because that takes your move, then they get their move and your Pokemon just getting beat up. All right, you didn't have to put Abra in daycare, but I used to. All right. Until he got close to evolving, because otherwise to stay in the daycare center and not evolve. If you got that wrong, I used to hate that, right? He's gone past the level and now it's like you've got a level 18 Abra that's like pointless. It's just like the stupidest thing. No worries, Steven. Alright. What do I need? So, putting everything away takes forever. I want to get a mod for this at some point on this world, I think. Just so I can do storage better. It's a pain in the bum. Oh my god, remember the Safari Zone as well? That used to be so cool. You only had like a limited number of steps. Oh, and the casino, you could like go in and gamble on the slots. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a way you could rig it or get good at it or something. It was like a skill game. I used to win like a ton of money in there and then go buy a polygon. I don't know why, like I never really used polygon in my loadout, but I always thought it was like a really cool Pokemon and I always really wanted one. But I have no idea why that is. I think I just like the way it looked. And then I'd just get it and I'd put it in my computer system and just leave it there. It's just like, I'd spend ages saving up the money to buy this polygon just to put it in a computer. It's so dumb. But yeah, it was so funny as well. The rare candy cheat I was talking about before. Like I say, I'd get like a level 100 Charizard, and then I'd go and fight the. Is it the Elite 5? Can't remember what it is now. Elite 4, whoever it is. You know, those guys. And I would literally like use something like Scratch, and it'd be like, that's not very effective. You know, when that used to come up, if you use like electricity against a rock Pokemon or something like that. And then it would just like take off half their health or kill them or something. Like, it's not very effective. We're like, well. Kind of is. I don't know if we need all this troll stuff anymore. I'm just killing them when I see them, but... Oh, Bear Rodeo. Someone would remind me. Ditto. Yes, Ditto was great, right? Because then you felt like you could technically have almost any Pokemon. You just turned into them. That was cool. I liked Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Oh, Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. Oh, and Machamp as well. Oh my god, this is really nostalgic for me talking about all this. I haven't thought about all this stuff in such a long time. Man, that was good. That was good stuff. Should we get a group Pokemon game going somehow on Pokemon Red? Let's roll back the years. Be like 6 of us watching the stream, all playing together. Absolutely kill my channel, but be kind of fun. Right. Bear, please, for a bear rodeo. They spawn reasonably common. I would say the spawn rate feels good, to be honest. Because, like, right now we're, like, out trying to hunt bears, but there's a lot of time in the Black Forest you just want to, like, mine. And you've already got all the Grey Dwarfs and the trolls and stuff like that to deal with. So I think that, yeah, if they were made more common, it would actually kind of suck a bit at those parts of the game. So I think it's pretty good. Daddy Tendo. Do you mean Nintendo? They don't like their games streamed? Is that right? Nintendo doesn't want their games to be streamed? How do I not know about this? What do I think about Eevee or Evolutions? Oh, that's right. Yeah, so Eevee could turn into like a fire evolution, a water evolution, and some other ones, right, with the stones that you used to get. I remember enjoying that moment in the game because it felt like a progression point, like a bit of a quest, right, to get the Eevee was kind of difficult. You couldn't just go catch one, you had to help that dude out. Wasn't he just like stuck in a teleporter and you'd help him out and then he'd give you the Eevee? So that was kind of fun. I remember that. I don't think it was a Pokemon that I ever used on my loadout, but I thought it was a cool Pokemon to have. I think there were certain Pokemon like that. I like to have them in my inventory, kind of like, you know, stored in the PC or whatever. And I wouldn't use them to fight with them, but I just like having them. I've actually never played Skyrim, no. They copyright people all the time? Really? That's just dumb. For streaming their game. Okay. Fair enough, Rasad. Depends how old you are as well, I guess, because you might not have grown up with them like we did. Like, you know, when I was a kid, they came up. You got it from the towers? Oh, am I thinking of a different Pokemon, am I? Eevee was behind the building door. What was the Pokemon? Do you guys know the one I'm talking about? And it was like, you would help that guy who was stuck in his teleporter and he'd give you... I swear he'd give you some kind of Pokemon for helping him. I thought that was Eevee on Pokemon Red and Green and stuff. They don't actually know what I'm talking about. Whoa, okay, but not bear troll. You hit pretty hard there. Oh, stop missing. Had to go behind the building and get to a secret door? This doesn't ring any bells. But do you guys like know the bit I'm talking about? Maybe it wasn't previews for something else, but maybe he would give you a firestone or something like that I used on Eevee, and that's why I'm mixing it up. That was Mew, was it? Was that Mew? I thought Mew was like in a cave and you had to go to the cave and pretty much like you would use your Master Ball on Mew. Or was that might have been, was it Voltrex or whatever the bird was? This is a great Pokemon discussion. I don't think we've ever talked about Pokemon on stream, and now today we're just getting into like the nitty gritty of the Pokemon games from like 25 years ago. That was to unlock Bill's PC. Oh, and that was how you stored Pokemon, wasn't it? Is that what it was? That actually makes sense. I think that, yeah, now you say that. Am I the tallest person on the stream? I'm 6'5". You might be. Cave was Mewtwo. Oh, okay. All right. Mewtwo, not Mew. There you go. Man, good times. Very good times. What a great game as well. Like, when I've played that on Game Boy Black and White, it was like before that you had things like Mario, which was, you know, level at a time. Pretty simple, whatever. Then Pokemon comes out. Super complex. So fun. So many hours to complete. Like, it was just like a revolutionary game when that came out at the time. Oh my god, remember the SS Anne as well? You'd go on there and you'd like find stuff in all the little bins, and there'd be what would you get from the SS Anne again? So you get a ticket for the SS Anne. Can't remember how you got that now, but like that would allow you on. And then on the SS Anne, didn't you get like fly or surf or something like that? Hey, it's Bear Rodeo time. Let's go. Yeah, I think you might have got a HM from it. Maybe surf or something like that. All right. This is good actually, because we can use this to get on top of him. Oh boy. All right. That was a couple seconds. I can do better. Oh, jeez. Getting on top of him in the first place is kind of hard. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe 7 or 8 seconds. We'll call it 7. That was pretty good. I reckon that might be that's a record to beat, guys. In your world, see if you can stay on a bear for more than 7 seconds like that. All right. I wonder if we can get 2 trophies in a row. That's got to be very rare. Got a trophy off the last bear, right? So to get one from this one up would be unlikely, I should say. So I think we did stagger him there when he did a 2-handed attack. So maybe you can stagger them if you time them right. Oh, hey, rude. You did 10? Bullshit, Christy. Don't be up in here with your lies. You did not do 10. Guys, 2 bear trophies in a row. I bet you didn't do that, Christy, huh? Yeah. How do you like that? That is sick. That is so lucky. We literally got 2 in a row. You know, I haven't hung one of these up yet. I kind of want a 3rd one. Can we get a 3 in a row? Facts. What, did you actually do 10? Why were you even doing a bear rodeo? You're stealing my ideas. Did not do the trophies? Yeah, that's right, you didn't. Thumbnail spoiled it for you, not gonna lie. What is it? Well, yeah, you knew what the bear looked like. Come on now. I gotta get them views, all right? Testing? I don't know if I believe Christy. What do you guys think? Where do the vile things spawn? In a town in England called Grimsby. There's many vile things there. They spawn in the plains. I think they only spawn at night. You clipped that for me? Legend, thank you. Yeah, do you have a clip, Christy? Huh? Clip so it didn't happen, I say. We're going to set the record. Someone will beat it. I purposely set it nice and low so someone can beat it. But I don't know that Christy already beat it. I don't know about this. put out a short today. Are you? I'm checking. I don't believe you. I am checking this. All right, let's see. Gaming with Christy on my subs list. That's right. We support. Now, shorts.
Hello. Can I have a ride? Thank you.
All right, she might have
How
done
long
it.
can I stay on him?
What do you guys think?
Whee!
All right, some Photoshop. I see what you did there. All right, fair play. Christy might have actually done it. Also, I hope you don't mind me showing that video on stream, Christy. Oh, really? Did it go to an ad? Did nobody see that video? Oh, no. All right, tell me when you're back from the ad. I'll show it again. It was kind of funny. Is everybody back from the ad now? I didn't do that on purpose for the record. They are set to automatic ads, just so we know. Do I know what the new location is? I do, Dagger, yes. I did cover it in my video as well if you'd like to see it. But it's like kind of a Colosseum type thing with a skeleton spawner. Yeah, let me get that up again, or everyone's gonna think I did that on purpose. Sorry, Christy. Right. So she did do it. I mean, I think that is bizarre that you actually did it. People are gonna think we're setting this up, Christy. Wait, gone again? What? All right, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait, or I'm gonna get in trouble here. You tell me when you're ready, Christy, and then I'll play it. Tears of Destiny. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, so people are gonna think we literally set this up, like trying to promote you, which I am in a way. But you know, I do that for a lot of streamers. If people, oh yeah, content creators, I always try and shout people out if they appear here. Oh, most people saw the video by the looks of it, Chris. You know what? Go to, this is even better. Go to Christy's channel and watch it. Then she gets a view for it rather than me showing it to loads of people. There, do that. But yeah, so she did do a bear. But I can't believe that you happened to put a video out of you doing it for longer. Wait, where's the, I'm finding a bear. How long did you say you did? 10 seconds, right? That's what I got to beat. I'm not having this. But yeah, that is insane that you even like thought to do it and put content out, and then I said about it, called you out for lying, and then it just happens that you got a video. What are the chances? Thanks, Dagger. Appreciate it. I just, because this is a Forever World, I can't like cheat and find it for you, you know. But yeah, I do show it in the vid if you like wanting to see. Oh, don't want to fight him with a hammer. That should be a thing. Hammer should be like a real basic weapon. Awesome, Tears of Destiny. Thanks for supporting us both. Much appreciated. Yours was in the world though, not a stunt, but yeah, exactly. And hers was on flat ground, and she did like 400 takes in order to get that long, right? And also I had the wind against me. I don't know if you guys saw that. And the sun was in my eyes, right? And you know, it's a whole different thing. I'm still gonna beat it. We're gonna find another bear. Don't even care if it drops a trophy now, although getting 3 in a row would be pretty sick. But I just want to beat the rodeo record. I know I can do this. You guys see IGN's video trailer thing for the Valheim update? I actually thought it was pretty cool the way they did it. I'm not always the biggest IGN fan, but I have to say that I thought that was pretty good. Credit where credit's due. Sounds like excuses. I'm going to beat it. I just need to find a bear, right? But unlike you, Christy, who spawned it in, I'm trying to find one in the wild, and here it is. Right, 10 seconds, right? All right. Do I get like 11 just to annoy her, or do I get like, you know, 30 so that she's like dissuaded from trying to beat it? Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's go. 1, 2. Oh, hang on. That's not a good time for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, you know what? Maybe this is just like, you can just go forever. Just sit down up here. Oh, that was a bad idea, was it? Look at this. Yeah, how about that? Here we go. It was about 17 seconds. All right, well, I still beat that. That was more than 17. Someone could time that. That's got to be. Thanks, Christy. Yeah, I had to be, you know, competitive like that. We can start a little war now. You can see you can beat that. Yeah, it is actually surprisingly easy to stay up on top of them. So you can't technically saddle them up and ride them, but you can kind of ride them like that for a little while. We don't mind this. All right, 3 trophies in a row. Oh my Christ, we did 3 trophies in a row. All right, that is super. Wait, oh yeah, because I already used one. That's insane, guys. 3 in a row. Is it? It's like a 1 in 20. So if that's by 3, let me see. I want to see what that is. I think it's 1 in 20, right? I might be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure. So let's go. 20 times 20 is that times 20. It's a 1 in 8,000. What? That is 1 in 8,000? I need to keep killing bears, right? Imagine I did it again. That'd be a 1 in like 60,000, right, or something? It's 8,000 times 20. So times 2 is 160,000. You have to do it again, Chris. You have to go beat me. I reckon you can as well. It's actually, I mean, to be fair, I sat down at the end. So yeah, if you didn't do that, you've got this. Can bears break ore or trees? They definitely were damaging trees before. So yeah, if you left them, they would do that. I don't know about the ore. I haven't really tested that out yet. A troll would probably still be better, like if you're going to do it that way, but yeah. Oh, let's see. So if I want to make the bear rug, yeah, I got all the stuff on me. I'm 100% making this bear rug. Move out the way, deer rug. We got a better rug now. Look at that. Oh yeah. I do love that. That's so cool. Let's have a snooze. Yeah, I should turn that into a short rest out actually. And also, if I get 3 trophies in a row is already super rare, so I think I could do that. 4 in a row, we could do that too if we get it. Go buy a bear themed lottery ticket. I mean, honestly, yeah, this is pretty low odds. Nomad. So yeah, I will be making a new episode. I'm going to do a mountain episode, which actually now I've got the bears. A bear rug in the mountains is going to look awesome. Hey, DJ Gamer. But I will. I had to cover this update first, right, and prioritize that. So I'm prioritizing that right now. And then I'm away next week, but maybe the week after. So it's going to be a little while, I'm afraid, before the next episode comes out. But it's not like I've given up on the series or anything. It's just the timing of the update and then my travel plans and stuff. Wow, bear. Okay, let's go. All right, let's see. Can we eat anything? Like, if we can get that sneak hit on him first when he hasn't seen us, it's just such a win. All right, so that's not it. Never mind. All right, we'll just go the old-fashioned way then. The old parry. So we did block that hit, so it is possible to block the hit. I don't know if it's possible to parry or not. I felt like we did parry one earlier, but I might be wrong. Those are the attacks you gotta look out for. When he does that, it sort of bites you. Like, it's real quick and you don't see it coming. Ooh. Okay, we keep missing. That's annoying. Let's come down here a bit. Hey. Hey now. All right. All right, guys. 4 trophies in a row would be insanely unlikely. We got 3 in a row, which was crazy. Let's see. Can we do 4? No. I don't think we did. Let's see. I've got 1 trophy on me. Yeah, nah, we're still on 1. Okay. Well, 3 in a row is not bad. No, the US is... I'm traveling to the US at the end of September. And then I'm doing... I'm going to Brisbane, and Surfers Paradise is where I'm going, which is an hour out of Brizzy. That's where I'm going next week. So Fredstore, yeah, you can definitely parry bears, but when they do the two-handed attack above the head, I'm not sure if you can parry that specific attack or not. I think I parried it once, but I'm not certain. Earlier in the stream, I'm not sure. You cannot tame the bears, but they do eat blueberries. So yeah, that's the thing. All right, you know what? Almost 4 hours of killing bears. It's going to about do me for today, I think, guys. Very, very pleased to have our beautiful... There it is. There it is, the bear armor. Look at that. As always, thank you all so much for being here. Excuse me. Thank you for all the support and stuff today. More Valheim vids and stuff coming soon, of course. Hope you guys enjoy this update if you're playing it yourselves. Oh, right at the end there, Maximilian, thank you for the follow. Yeah, have a great weekend, guys.